Everybody know who I want next. I want Terence Crawford next.
You're gonna make that happen?
Huh?
You're gonna make that happen?
Oh, definitely. That's the fight that I want. That's the fight everybody else want. Like I said, I'm gonna get these straps that I'm gonna go over there and take his shit too.
All right. Errol, congratulations. Terrific fight this evening.
Thank you, man. Now, strap season, y'all know what time it is, baby. Terrence, I'm coming for that motherfucking belt.
All right.
I'm not catching fades anymore. Gotta keep my hands clean when they come for the board. Keep it smooth like a dawn, making moves in the dark. Cause I learned how to swim in the pool full of sharks. Now they coaches, cause they can't read all his motions. How the kid never switched codes, but he codes with focus. Staring down your team with a frozen, ice cold look that could end the summer solstice. Cause I'm more like the top dog. Keep on running game and the gang will accost y'all. I be calling plays from a plane while I'm off court. But we ain't the same, you a lame, I'm a mob star. Actually, I'm a top dog on a stat sheet. Off court, but I call plays for the athletes. Laughing when the cop cars try to catch me. Cause I rolled off in a taxi. With my feet up, I'm relaxing. Singing Figaro with no accent. While I pour strings from the streets in. Do it all with a straight face, I'm the kingpin. Top dog, top flow, boss mode. I'm the kingpin. Showstopper, top dog, God vibes, I'm the kingpin. They know I'm a dog and a beast, man. Yeah, I keep the peace with a peace, man. I ain't got no time for appeasement. Why would I respond to a pawn? I'm the... Hold up.
If I let my dogs off the leash, then you might want to get out of Dodge by the evening. Honestly, think it's not the blood and the beef. If they don't leave anything behind at the evening.
I can see you soft, ever thought about retreating. If you never have, then they'll give you a reason. Better watch your tone, lose your bass when you speaking. Underneath the mask is the wrath of a beast. When you learn how to smile in their face, then go cutthroat. Then they wanna call you a con when the blood cold. I remember starving while y'all had a truckload. Now I'm with the mob with the call and the gusto. I'm a top dog on a stat sheet. Off court, but I call plays for the athletes. Laughing when the cop cars try to catch me. Cause I rolled off in a taxi. With my feet up, I'm relaxing. Singing Figaro with no accent. While I pour strings from the streets in. Do it all with a straight face, I'm the kingpin. Top dog, top flow, boss mode. I'm the kingpin. Showstopper, top dog, God vibes. I'm the kingpin.
What's going on? What's going on? You know, it's been a long time, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, we haven't had nothing really going on in boxing except for a lot of drama and a lot of, you know what I'm saying, politics going on, moving on in boxing. You know, Carissa Shields got her Ring magazine belt, you know what I'm saying, snatched away. And they seem to be doing that to a lot of the black fighters. What's going on? What's going on? Let me holler at some of my people. What's going on? Eli Peters TV. What's going on, my brother Courtney Thomas? What's going on, my brother TZ Frank? What's happening, Sir Isaac? What's happening, y'all? You know what I'm saying? Good to be back. You know what I'm saying? Been working my ass off out here. And, you know what I'm saying? Thank goodness ain't nothing too much been going on in boxing because I've been busy. But I have been looking at what's happening. You know what I'm saying? You know, we got Terence Crawford and Errol Spence Jr. You know what I'm saying? Just more of the same kind of BS. But, you know what I'm saying? What's going on, Bear 24? I see you out there, my brother. What's happening? Um, you know, it's just getting, you know, this whole thing is just getting to the point where, you know, it's looking like, you know, Terence Crawford is just on a publicity stunt campaign. He's looked like he's just riding on the coattails of Errol Spence Jr. You know what I'm saying? So y'all know me. I'm just gonna put it out there, you know. And you know what I'm saying? What's going on? He says, what up? He said, I just got cussed out and called a gay aerosexual by Coach Mel G on his channel because I caught them trying to defend Errol. He don't need to be defended. And you know who need to be defended is Terence Crawford because, you know, as much, you know what I'm saying, is I promote Errol Spence Jr. I try to promote him, but he don't move in the way of a masculine champion. And I'm not saying he's feminine, but he's moving very funny, bro. He's not moving in a straight linear fashion. You know what I'm saying? He's moving in a weird way, and I don't understand it because, you know, when we see two of the best fighters, let's say, for instance, Jerron Boots Ennis wanted to fight Errol Spence Jr., it wouldn't be none of this, bro. It wouldn't be none of this. If Errol Spence Jr. wanted to fight Sean Porter, it wouldn't be none of this BS. If Errol Spence Jr. wanted to fight, let's say, Jamal Charlo, anybody really, but when you fight Terence Crawford, all of a sudden we got all these rivers and valleys. You know, we got to look at expense reports, and we got to everything's got to, but it's all Errol Spence Jr. fault, and we're just trying to figure out how come when it comes to your 50-50 fight, everything is weird now. No, it should be the same energy as the other fights because you a special fighter, Aerosmith Jr. special fighter. So what's the problem? Yeah, we know that you got accolades. We seen all the checks on the tweets. He keep tweeting about his accolades. He keeps repeating the same thing over and over. You know what I'm saying? 3 division champion, check. Undisputed champion, check. You know what I'm saying? Knocked out his last 1,000 opponents, check. But see, they leave out the information. They leave out that none of these dudes wasn't shit. They leave that out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, were they competition? Yeah, they were competition, but they wasn't on his level. They wasn't on Errol Spence Jr. level. See, if Terrence Crawford had been fighting, you know what I'm saying, top competition, then he wouldn't have no criticism. And a fighter receives criticism not because you hate them, it's because it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You know, Tommy Hearns didn't get his reputation by fighting tomato cans. Sugar Ray Leonard didn't get his reputation by fighting tomato cans. Muhammad Ali didn't get his reputation by fighting tomato cans. You know what I'm saying? I mean, when you build and you building, but when you get into, you know what I'm saying, the fights that you need to, you know what I'm saying, to illustrate your career or signify your career, then you start fighting the top dudes, win or lose. Nobody cares about the win or lose. We just want to see if you're the best. And Terrence Crawford has been insulated, you know what I'm saying, from the best competition. And he always used, you know what I'm saying, this fake propaganda saying PBC fighters didn't want to fight him. But every time there came an opportunity to fight Keith Thurman or Danny Garcia, there was always a problem. You see what I'm saying? So that's what we noticed. This is a pattern with Terrence Crawford, and his fans don't hold him accountable, and it's got nothing to do with hate. It's just what we see. You got to admit the pattern, and they ignore all that by regurgitating his accolades. But your accolades mean nothing, bro. If you had a bunch of tomato cans, anybody could beat a bunch of tomato cans. You know what I'm saying? Jerron Boots Ennis is flying through everybody Terrence Crawford beat, and it could probably beat him 2 times over. You know what I'm saying? It's just that he's not in the position to win a championship at 140 or 135. He's a bigger dude. He could beat all them same guys the same way Terrence Crawford, the Air Spence too. So nobody mentions this, that he went through weak divisions. You know what I'm saying? So no, so we keep going over that same bullshit, and people are tired of the same kind of propaganda. We just want to see Terrence Crawford stop the nonsense. You know what I'm saying? You know, with I signed the contract. You know what I'm saying? I did everything I supposed to do. It's up to them. You can't play games with these guys because they'll move on you, and you're gonna miss your spot, bro. You're gonna miss your time. Appreciate that. Who's real? Who's real says. Appreciate that 20 spot. He says. Bud would never fight Arrow. He said he will retire this November. Who's real said it first. Oh my God, bro. He had to put a 20 on it, man. You killing me. Oh my God. See, this is one thing this is a misunderstanding that people think folks hate Terrence Crawford, but if you're a real boxing fan, he turns you against him because of the way he moves, bro. He's not, you know, if you're a special fighter like Pernell Whitaker, you don't want to see him not fight Roger Mayweather. You don't want him seeing acting funny. You want to see them get in the ring like they did and get it on. No fear on both sides. That's what we thought that was going on. You see what I'm saying? But what we're looking at is something that looks like a sideshow. It looks like a circus. It looks like somebody who's trying to, down Errol Spence Jr. reputation instead of downing him in the ring. And see, that's that fake shit that boxing fans, what I'm saying, ain't going for. What I'm saying? We're not going for that because, for somebody who have been ducking you for all these years, appreciate that Eli Peters TV. Thank you for that 4.99 super sticker. And see, when you are a great fighter, you want to make sure, what I'm saying, you let everybody know and why, and prove why you the greatest fighter in the world. You see what I'm saying? And that's what's missing from Terence Crawford. He's just interested in making money. You see what I'm saying? And that's what boxing is moving towards. It's moving towards a business instead of, a traditional boxing legacy. You know what I'm saying? It's not about legacy anymore. It's about making money, and it's killing the real fans of the sport. And you got a lot of fans who are fans of one fighter. You know what I'm saying? They spewing and backing all the fake nonsense and misinformation out there, and everybody's saying, "Hey, man, this is not what we want to see. This is not what we're here for." You know what I'm saying? We've backed the fighters who want to fight everybody, despite the politics, bro. The politics protect fighters like Canelo. They protect fighters like Triple G. You know what I'm saying? They protect. Look at what they doing to Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying, at ESPN. You know what I'm saying, with the list. We see the politics. They take the ring belt from Devin Haney. So we already know that the system is not here to support black fighters. So why, when black fighters do business with each other, they treat each other in this fashion? So let me read some of these comments because I'm getting deep. Let me see. Let me go back up here. I was like, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on, Jalen Cloud? I see he said Crawford the politician on a smear campaign, because if you think about it, he says every big fight Team Crawford tries to make never gets let me see. He says everybody think big fight Team Crawford tries to make it never gets me. That's a red flag. Yeah, yeah, they never get made. I understand what you're saying. Eli Peterson says, "What up?" He said, "Okay, I read that." He says, "Oh yeah, that dude there. Oh yeah, I don't even go to that page, bro. You know what I'm saying? See, a lot of these, and I'm not, what I'm saying, 'cause I don't like to speak on other boxing channels, but a lot of these dudes are paid, you know what I'm saying, by the networks or promotional companies. You know what I'm saying? That's why they platforms. If you can go, you can tell. You know what I'm saying? Who, you know what I'm saying? Especially when they down on PBC. You know what I'm saying? Because who hates a promotional company if you're a boxing fan, really? You know what I'm saying? That's a narrative that's being put out there, you know what I'm saying, through Top Rank. You know what I'm saying? They got a lot of agents here on YouTube because YouTube is where boxing lives, right? So they know we got these. This is where the fans live of boxing. This is the blood of boxing, YouTube. So they got to have their agents here trying to sway the public. And Bob Aaron once stated that boxing fans are like, like rocks. You know what I'm saying? You could throw them where you want them. You could push them where you want them. And that's just what it is. Yeah. I get tired of hearing that shit too, Eli Peters TV. He said this is not a 50-50. He said you got to stop that. You got to stop that lie. Bro, come on now. I mean, if you've been around boxing long enough, well, it could be or it can't be. I mean, that's why we want to see him in the ring. The mere 77. That's why we want to see him in the ring. You know what I'm saying? But this dude here, the way he's moving right now, we're not going to see it, bro, because he keep putting things in the way. He keep putting things out there. And one thing that, what I'm saying, you can't take from, what I'm saying, a champion, a fighter, like Terence Crawford or Errol Spence Jr. is a bunch of lies, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can believe what you want to believe, but the truth is the truth. You know what I'm saying? Bud is out here. Courtney Thompson said Bud is out here playing the perfect pitch to escape EJ and lead the fans blaming EJ for the fight not happening. Say he's ducked and work hard to find a way out this trap that he's put himself in. Yep. Who's real? You know what I'm saying? Who's real? You can hit the link, bro, and come on up, man. I know you got something to say. And Jalen Cloud says Errol Spence. He says Errol Spence ain't had anything to say, but he's letting that biz part handle itself, not leaking, shit to the media. That's right. That's how you're supposed to do it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because he's training for the fight. You know what I'm saying? He's a fool. You notice that you notice none of those dudes that fought Bud called out Errol. That's because they knew better. He would have destroyed them. Of course. You know what I'm saying? The real ones always gonna come to the surface and really, you know what I'm saying, dare to be great. And I'm gonna tell you a fighter that's the epitome of that, and that's Ugas, because Ugas, he wants to fight Jerron Booth Ennis. And to me, win or lose, that dude should go to the Hall of Fame. You see what I'm saying? Because he don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna go in there and try his skills. And we all know on any given night, a fighter could lose. He could go in there and beat Jerron Booth Ennis. That wouldn't destroy his career because we real boxing fans, we already know that style make fights. So Ugas may get beat down by Errol Spence Jr., but beat Jerron Boots Ennis. Then he may go to Terence Crawford and get beat down, and then beat down Danny Garcia. It's just the styles, bro. And we all understand this, but see, we get so caught up in bragging rights because we like certain fighters, right? And I get tired of that, bro. We know how this fight game goes. I mean, we understand the mechanics of boxing, but people get so caught up in the cheerleading. You know what I'm saying? He said, "So okay, so you know, called up. Okay, let me go down. What's going on? I don't say how that be real 87. He says Terrence is lying. There's no way Errol didn't sign the contract. He's the A side, right? It's like it wouldn't be no fight if it wasn't for Errol Spence Jr. Why would Errol Spence Jr. go this far? You know what I'm saying, with the promotions and making t-shirts and you know what I'm saying, putting everybody on notice, even calling Terence Crawford out. And another thing is, we already know what's going on, bro.
Hey, peace, bro. How you doing, man?
What's going on, Jay? Who I'm speaking with? Roll the plug. How you say that? Roll
Yeah. I'm Rome the plug, bro. Rome the plug.
Mm-hmm. So what you
Yeah,
got on this, man? What you got on this, bro?
man. Honestly, bro. As a fan, I'm a fan of the sport first. You know what I mean? First
Right.
of all, I want to applaud you for your platform, your channel. I think your shit is dope. Like, I appreciate everything that you're doing. You know what I'm saying,
Oh,
for the
I
sport.
appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying? But going into it. As a fan of the sport, I have never. I'm 38, turning 39, bro. But like I've been following boxing since I can remember. Like it's a family tradition.
That's
You know
what's
what I'm
up,
saying?
bro.
So you
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean. So like for me, I have never ever seen a fight in my life that has ever transpired to this amount of drama, this amount of back and forth. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? With
Yeah.
with the
Yeah. Sure.
with the pedigree of individuals that it consists of. So like just based off track records, it's kind of hard to blame if the player blame game. It's kind of hard to blame Earl when Bud's had nothing but all these inconsistencies the entire time. EJ been solid the entire time. Been the same thing. I'm gonna clean up my side of the street. I'm gonna come holler at you, and we're gonna go from there. Plain and simple. You know what I mean? Like everybody knew what Earl was doing. So
Mm-hmm.
Bud literally went from I'm past the fight to 50-50 no fight to I signed and agreed to everything. I'm getting 35% to now I'm not getting a guarantee. Like, come on, bro. Like, realistically, which one is it? You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Realistically speaking, bro, which one is it?
I'll tell you which one it is. I'll tell you which one it is. It's the one where he said this fight will never happen.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
That's the one it is.
That's
This
a
fight will
fact.
never happen. I don't want that fight. Now,
And
where did that come from? And remember when he first got to welterweight, what he said? He said, Errol Spence ain't the man.
Keith Thurman
He
and
said,
Danny Garcia.
he said, it's Keith Thurman and Manny Pacquiao is the man at
That's a fact.
147.
That's a fact.
And that's who he was after when he came to 147. He never wanted to fight EJ. It was the fans that pushed this fight. It was the fans that made this fight as big as it is. How I sound though? How's my sound?
No, it sounds good.
Because I got this
Let
Bluetooth
me
on.
let me read this super chat. Preacher man, sports fan, Club says, "Thank you for that $5, bro." He says, "Pool." He says, "EJ said in the beginning we will see who's holding up the fight. I wanna ask everyone, do you see who's holding up the fight?" And
No
I
question.
agree with you 100%. Go ahead, who's real?
So, with that being said, we see that the man don't want to fight. He never wanted it. Never once wanted this fight. We all know now. We all know that stylistically, Earl is a nightmare for Bud.
That's a
Iron
fact.
Chin, Iron Chin throws 1,000 punches in a fight. Okay, and hits like a Thor's hammer, and gets stronger and stronger as the fight goes on. That's a nightmare for Bud.
Mm-hmm.
So I
I'm
Mm-hmm.
mean, I
I'm
saw.
I'm to the point. I'm
Uh-huh.
sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off, bro. Go ahead, bro.
No, go ahead.
I'm just to the point. I'm exhausted emotionally with the
Mm-hmm.
fight
Me too.
to the point now where it's, as much as I didn't want to believe that Bud really ain't want this fight, I'm kind of forced to believe it because you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, bro, you did all this talking. Like when they thought Earl was on some drunk shit and he wasn't in the gym for real every day and he wasn't on this thing like Bud was. It was a drunk ain't shit. Fuck Al Heyman. Fuck PBC. Fuck all you know what I mean?
Anything, I'm just tell you, anything they can find to forego this fight, they're gonna use it.
Facts.
And poor your boy said it. Your boy Roy Jones said it. He said it. I ain't gonna believe this fight happening until they in the ring and the bell ring.
So all right, so
Roy
let me ask y'all
Jones said that.
let me ask y'all a question then. So at this point, at what point are we gonna call it for what it is?
It's a duck. I've been calling
It's
it
a
a duck.
duck. It's a duck. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's a duck.
And,
It's
and
a
you
straight
see,
up duck.
and you see what's happening is the sanctioning bodies are starting to heat up now. They starting to get antsy about how long it's taking to make the fight, and even though they win either way because they're going to get a sanctioning fee. You know what I'm saying, from this fight, if this fight happened or the next fight, they're still going to get sanctioning fees. But he knows that the mandatories are going to be calling for the fight, which is Duran Boost Ennis. You know what I'm saying? And so he, like you say, he's trying to set up the scenario like it's all on EJ. And you know what I'm saying? I think he'd rather fight. I think he really thinks he can beat um Jamel Charlo. I think he really think he can beat Jamel Charlo because I think he's more comfortable with Jamel's fighting style. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I'm just so confused at how this guy moves. He don't seem to
I
be
don't think so.
he don't
I
see
Cool.
really I
I'm
he don't
telling
see,
really
you,
think
I don't think he thinks he can beat Jamel. He's using Jamel as a scapegoat.
leverage. Right.
He's using Jamel to try to say, oh, I don't have to fight you. I can go fight this guy. But we all know that's not gonna happen. Everybody know that's not gonna happen. You're not gonna fight Jamel before you fight Earl. It's
Facts.
hmm
just something for him to say, look at me, I'm big. He just pump on his chest. I'm big and strong. I'll fight the bigger guy. No,
I
fight the one that's right there in your face.
I
I
just
just
clicked
think
you in, Judah. Let me see.
Bud's comfortable being the biggest nigga in Nebraska. You know what I'm
hmm
saying? Like it's more
Bud
so
is
about that.
done.
Like
Bud is
he
done.
yeah.
He's
Like
done. He's done.
at,
Let me tell you, this is the point I wanted to make earlier. And I know I made this point before on full counter, but I'm gonna make it
oh,
again. Bud does not have a buzz. He does not have the name. He does not have the big name that he wants. The only way he's gonna get it is if he attaches it to a big name like Pacquiao, like
hmm
Thurman, like Spence. So all of this is literally all clout chasing before he retired to say, oh, this was the guy. You feel what I'm saying? Look, they don't place this man at number one pound for pound for how many years now? And this man ain't fought nothing but tomato cans for the last 5 or 6 years.
yo,
But
Hey,
let's
you
get
know
on.
what?
can
Yo,
I speak on that though?
Go ahead,
Yeah.
bro.
Like I don't understand how we still consider this man the number one pound for pound fighter though. Like
Exactly.
Like
That's what
I
I'm
was
trying
like,
to say.
yeah, like for instance, like if EJ got 3 belts and you fight in the 147 division, you're not even the best nigga in your division. You know what I'm saying? Like clearly, like EJ cleaned out the excuse me, cleaned out the entire division, bro. You can't be the best welterweight. And then based off your last fight was beating Sean Porter. Earl already beat that nigga. You know what I'm saying? So how was he considered the best?
Bro, look at how the narrative is being pushed. So you will have boxing heads say, "Oh, when Earl fought Sean Porter, he had already been beaten by all these other guys. Oh, when Earl fought Kell Brooks, he had already had his eye messed up from Triple G." And then they will go and say, "Well, Terence Crawford, he beat Sean Porter, he beat Carol Brooks." It's like, bro, what is your like? I don't understand the mindset of these boxing talking heads. Like, I just don't get it. I don't.
Hey, this is what I seen. This is what I seen, bro. It's like a lot of it come down to like if you talking about all these people who've been brainwashed between the fans and some of the talking heads. What I notice about the fans is, bro, most fans they not diehard fans, bro. Like if you have an argument, with some of these Bud fans, you can tell that the information that they get is very how I want to say it, like it's recent news that they arguing recent news because they'll tell you one thing, they'll listen to a new lie, right? And you would tell them an old truth that debunks that lie, and they never heard of it. You see what I'm saying? Like they'll tell you, well, Terence Crawford always wanted this fight. He always wanted this fight. But then you would tell him, well, I can show you where 5 times in the last 2 years where he said he didn't want to fight EJ, and they'll tell you, oh, you lying. He never said that. That's how they're not keeping up with what's going on, bro. They arguing new lies with you, and you know the whole truth, but they only arguing new lies. So what it do? It just sends you in circles, bro. Like you'll be arguing. If you really try to correct people on what they don't know about this, you will be arguing every single day. And I noticed that with this new, they got this new trend going on right now with content creators dropping everything that Terence Crawford is saying. So most casual fans think that EJ is ducking now, and I have a problem with that because I have a platform also, and you would never see me drop anything that Terence Crawford is saying, any lies he's saying about EJ, because the way people see it is when they hear what he is saying, whether it's the truth or not, they take it as the truth. If you're a content creator,
you got Max Kellerman cricket my fans saying that shit on ESPN. They saying that shit on ESPN.
That's true. But I think it hurts worse when content creators like us actually make videos repeating the lie. Because I see a lot of people that I know that are not pro Bud channels. I know pro Bud channels always make up the lies about EJ. They do content about the lies that Terence Crawford is spitting. But I see channels that's not pro Bud who also making videos and covering what Terence Crawford is saying. And I think that's harmful to the truth, and that's harmful to Errol Spence to his image. I'm gonna say one more thing before I get off. I agree with what you said about Bud clout chasing. A lot of that comes from the fact that what he just said. He said, well, now that everything's said and done, EJ is going to be remembered for ducking me. All he worried about is tying his name to EJ. He tied his name to EJ before he retires. That's like you said, that's exactly what he's doing. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all he can do, because he ain't going to get in the ring and fight somebody that's going to give him the name that he wants, that he thinks he got. Because at this juncture, you could, just like I commented on his tweet when he said, "Oh, I'm this and I'm that, check, Hall of Fame and all this understood." I'm saying, you still the B-side. Now what?
Yo, still the B-side. I ain't gonna front, yo. I forgot who said it. I heard somebody say this shit, man, and it was talking about all that Hall of Fame talk, and someone brought up Jermaine Taylor's record, and Jermaine Taylor ain't even a Hall of Fame yet. You know what I'm saying? So like all that Hall of Fame talk is
that was up in echelon.
It's wishful thinking. You know what I'm saying? It's wishful thinking. We don't know any of that. Like, and at the end of the day, my nigga Rocky in the Hall of Fame, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't even real. You know what I mean? Like, and if that's what you're gonna hang your hat on, bro, then it just seems like, in my opinion, that ain't enough. You know what I mean?
He dropped Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford said something in a tweet. It wasn't like it was. I think it was a couple of days ago, maybe last week, when he was saying that, oh, y'all know what I'm talking about. When he was saying like, y'all dude up here talking that noise, trying to play matchmaker and this and that,
Yeah.
you know, talking about
Charlo.
talking about Charlo. But when he said that, I'm thinking to myself, like, bro, how you gonna point fingers about somebody playing matchmaker and Bob Arum played matchmaker your whole career? That's why you only fought bums. Bob Arum never put you in a ring with anybody that was ever on your level. You talking about somebody playing matchmaker your whole career. Bob Arum played matchmaker with you, and you never opened up your mouth. You never told Bob. I mean, you know what? One thing I can give Gervonta Davis credit for. He at least mentioned that he wants to fight better fighters. You never said that to Bob Arum the whole time you was with him. You fought every bum happily. You happily fought every bum.
And then, excuse my language, but you sucked him off when he said, you ain't good enough, you don't promote yourself, and you don't do good with left-handed fighters. You sucked him off.
He sucked him off. He said, "Yeah, you know, I know Bob." When we tried to come defend him, because I was new to Terence. I'm being real with you, bro. I'm a diehard fan, but this how much of a non-factor Terence Crawford was in his so-called Hall of Fame career. I didn't even know who the fuck he was. So when I found out I was going on by him being black, bro, I supported him. I was like, damn, you messing over this dude. So when everybody came to his defense, when Bob Arum talked shit about him, then you turn around and say, "Oh, Bob not like that. I know his heart." Man, get the fuck out of here.
Right.
Not only that,
put Lomachenko over him. Once they put Lomachenko over Bud, then he became a name because it was like, wait a minute, Lomachenko only got this many fights, but you got this guy right here who's also on Top Rank. So why is Top Rank pushing this guy and giving this guy all these fights and not giving Bud these fights?
And let me be clear. Let me be clear. See, Bud, his problem ain't that. His problem is that he put out this fake ass shit, and then it comes out he want expense reports on everything that PBC spend for this fight. Okay, so you want everybody to believe that you signed and agreed to everything except this part. See, so you can agree to everything on a term sheet. But then if there's one thing that you guys are not agreeing upon, it's going to stop the fight. You see what I'm saying? Oh, you want to see expenses? Who does that? You ain't nobody. The PBC already don't respect what you bringing to the table, bro. You know what I'm saying? Your pay-per-views sucked. You know what I'm saying? So they're bringing you in. Hold on, cuz. They bring you in because the boxing fans want to see the fight. You know what I'm saying? But the networks, they don't believe in you, bro, because everything you done has flopped and failed. But the fans see that you're a talent. The fans see what you can do in the ring, and the fans want to see you. So you putting out all this fake ass shit out there like you done everything you had to do, but then it comes out you want to see the experience. Which is it, bro? Which is it? Did you sign everything? Did you agree to everything? Or do you need to see the expense reports? You know what I'm saying, from the PBC, which they're not going to let you do because they don't look at you like that, bro. You don't carry no weight like that. What you do as the B side is accept all the terms, whip EJ ass, and then be the A side in the rematch. You see what I'm saying?
Can I point out one more thing too, bro?
What's going on?
Even after re-signing the Top Rank, then leaving Top Rank, you then ran across season and ran to another white man. After all that shit you said about Bob, you understand what I'm saying? On the top of that, so like what I don't appreciate, and I listen as a fighter, I love Bud as a fighter. I respect him as a fighter, but the moves he makes outside the ring, bro, I could never agree with. You know, I think it's some sucker shit. You know what I mean? Like, you so quick to tear down a black man and Earl, who really going to get you the biggest payday of your life. You know what I mean? But you're more comfortable running to these white men with these millions of dollars who treat you. Well, you know what I mean? It is what it is.
Right,
you know what I mean?
But look at his track record though, bro. Look at his track record. Just like he told his camp told everybody, don't pay for an EJ fight, boycott his fight. What Errol Spence turned around and said? Errol Spence said, man, you know what? That's cool. He said that, but I wouldn't say the same about him. Errol Spence said, I support black business.
But that's right. You don't let how other people move affect the way you move. That's grown man shit right there. You know what I'm saying? That's grown man shit. You know what I'm saying? If you believe in something, then you stand on that. And the problem with Terence Crawford is he's so influenced by, you know what I'm saying, Bernie. What's his name? Not Bernie, but what's his trainer name? Bomac. You know what I'm
Bro,
saying?
man.
He's got these people around him and they push them in the wrong direction, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's got to take control of his career and stop listening. He need to stop wrestling these niggas in the gym. You know what I'm saying? And
Fact.
take control of his goddamn career. You know what I'm saying? And if you're a badass dude and you think nobody can beat you, then you go ahead and make the fight, bro. You know what I'm saying? Start with all the games. That's not what boxing is about, bro. You know what I'm saying?
It's not.
You can't gain a psychological edge to another killer. You know what I'm saying?
Stop
That's
trying to fight
another
R&B
killer over
singers.
there.
The
Right.
crazy thing, fans supporting that.
Right. You're not gonna get a psychological edge, bro. Because he don't care like that. That dude is in the gym training to whip your ass, just like you over there training to whip his ass. You are not gonna get in his head because now you fighting another killer. You see what I'm saying? So all the games ain't gonna do nothing, bro. So somebody need to sit down and tell Terence Crawford that the edge is gonna be won in the gym, bro. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead, make the fight, bro, and stop all these head games and what you thinking you're doing. The puppet master, you know what I'm saying? The puppet master, you know what I'm saying? You need to cut all that out, bro, because that's a little childish shit. EJ is beyond that, bro. EJ is ready to tear your ass up, bro. You know what I'm saying? So you need to be getting yourself inside that mindset unless you're not trying to make the fight, bro. And that's what I'm so afraid of, bro. That's why everybody going crazy, y'all, because they're afraid that the fight might not be made. That's what it is.
I think it's going to happen though. I think the reason he's been talking about his accolades is just in case he lose, man, because they still in negotiations.
But
He's
if
not
you
trying to
fight,
fight Brandy, brother,
let me
man.
get this super chat. What's up, preacher? Black Preacher Man Sports Fan Club. He says, thank you for that $10 super chat. He says, Bud is nothing but above average fighter, a B+ fighter who beats other less talented fighters or a level fighter or their way on their way out after losing 2 or more fights. Bottom line, Bob made them. And to some of that is true, but we can see his skill. You know what I'm saying? We
Right.
don't know how his skill. See, that's capture the imagination when you see a motherfucker that could in there who could switch. You know what I'm saying? It's a mother who can move. You know what I'm saying? He's like Muhammad Ali. He can stick and move. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like Apollo Creed. So we want to see
And he's
EJ
undefeated.
face
So
that
that's
style.
good.
Even if he beat him, we want to see it, bro. That's what
Right.
being a boxing fan is about. It's not about, you know what I'm saying, is EJ a drunk or if whatever going on with Terence Crawford in his personal life. It's none of that, bro. We want to see these two dudes who got the best skill sets face each other. Now, if one dude is acting like he don't want to fight, guess what? He's not pound for pound number one in my book. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
That's Earl fan. We don't want to say Bud trash. We don't want to get nobody excuses. We think Bud's an actual great fighter.
Exactly.
We say something about his accolades because he always bringing them up. You know what I'm saying? So that's why people.
Yeah. No,
I don't think he's a great fighter.
What you say, Eli? What you say,
I'm
Eli?
just keeping it real.
What you say? You don't think he great? Why you don't think he great, man?
Because
No, I say he's a
face
great
everybody
fighter.
great.
I say we don't not think he's great. We don't want no excuses for Bud. He's a great fighter, and we want to see him actually fight somebody that's on his level. If he wasn't great, he would have lost by now.
But what's with the straw man he created?
He hasn't fought nobody yet.
And that's what I'm saying.
That's why he ain't
everybody
lost.
saying Earl Dutton. Like, why would Earl grab all these belts knowing that Bud has one of them? Eventually, he's gonna have to get there, and he's gonna have to make that fight because he said he was undisputed his whole career. So if he get there and he don't make the fight, he's gonna know that everybody's gonna say he's ducking. So why grab all these belts instead of just moving up to 154 and then finally get here and then back out on the fight? It don't make sense. He grabbed all the belts. He did all the work.
And see that's all the gas. That's all the gaslighting I hate that's going on. I hate you see EJ is the one trying to fight all the best dudes in the division. You think he's gonna leave out Terence Crawford? So you're gonna have people out here talking about he don't want to fight Bud and he don't win and fought all the 3 champions in the division to get the belts. Why wouldn't he fight Terence Crawford?
Who beat Bud twice? Like, come on.
You forgot that he did it after Errol Spence fought tough competition after layoff. I'm gonna say this, bro. Like what everybody talking about Terence Crawford career and him being undisputed. What I saw Errol Spence do going across seas for his first belt and beating Kell Brook in his own backyard, stopping him and making him quit. And then what I seen him do coming off a layoff, going to fight Ugas, who was a very solid fighter, and stopping him, breaking his orbital also for a belt. By the way, both of those fights were for a belt. It's more impressive than I've ever seen anything Terence Crawford do ever.
Man, if I was Bud family, I'd be afraid for him too, bro. Because like, look, they do breaking dudes eyeballs, breaking ribs. If I was his family, I'm like, hey, don't fight him. It's kind of like the Rocky movie when the dude for the Ivan.
Both of their careers line up like this. Earl went on the hard level. Bud went on the easy level. So of course, Bud looks like a world beater because he was on the easy level. So of course you beat the game. So of course you basically, solidified your Hall of Fame status and you done got undisputed and went through three-weight divisions. You was a fighter in a 147-pound frame fighting at 135.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Earl went the hard route. Went and fought. What's up, family? Went and fought all of the competition of the top guys in his division that they went through. Bud didn't do that. Bud went and ducked all these guys. He didn't fight Danny Garcia. He didn't fight Sean Porter in his prime.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't fight Kell Brook in his prime. He didn't fight Footman. He didn't fight Thurman. He didn't fight none of the top guys in the 147 division. He went for all of these low ball B-minus level fighters. And you got fans out here saying this is what they saying. Oh, he knocked out everybody in the welterweight division.
Knocked out bro.
All B level fighters in the welterweight division. He fought a fucking Amir Khan, bro.
What they saying is he knocked out his last 9 or 10 opponents, and it's bro, did he really knock out his last 9 or 10, or did he TKO him? You know what I'm saying? Did he TKO? What they're not saying is that these dudes wasn't on his level, bro. So
right, but look. Okay, go ahead. I was about to say, man, look at his last. They talk about his last 9, but shit, bro. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at his last 4 or 5. Everybody he fought his last 4 or 5 fights, these dudes are on the verge of retirement or they already retired right now. He fighting people on their goddamn downfall. When he fought Gamboa,
that's why I call him the Black Canelo.
Yeah, when he fought Gamboa, Gamboa had just came off a goddamn layoff. He fought Benavidez after he got shot in his goddamn leg, bro. What is people seeing? What are they seeing?
Yeah. And the last couple aren't mentally strong fighters, man. Earl is a different breed. He's mentally strong. You're not gonna break him like that. Get him frustrated. He's trying to troll him right now too. I think he's a troll, bro.
Who that?
Bud. I said he's a troll. Like the stuff he putting on Twitter.
Yeah, but see, that's what. See, there's no more honest boxing talk. You see what I'm saying? There's a lot of dudes, out here that just they going along with the propaganda because they like him. You know what I'm saying? If EJ was acting funny, this whole panel here would be talking about how EJ is fucking up. You see what I'm saying?
Real talk.
You see what I'm saying? So that's the difference between, the fans who just love the fighter no matter what they do because they like his style. They like, they just like, what I'm saying, what he's about. You know what I'm saying? But I like EJ, but if EJ, wasn't moving the right way, I would say what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's like you get tired of arguing with these fans who are just, just super fanboys, and they're just not going to see, they're not going to hold Terence Crawford accountable for how he's moving, bro. And nobody got time for that. Let's go ahead and get EJ moving up to 154 so he can fight somebody. You know what I'm saying? Or he fight Jerron Business at 147. Just because we want to see him fight top competition, you know what I'm saying? That shows you we are true boxing fans, because he could get in there with Jerron Business and he beat him. But we know who the best is after that, right? We know who's the best in the division after that. That's what we want to know. And so they keep covering up with all this goofy shit, all these straw men that they bring in, like somebody hates Bud Crawford. The reason he's being hated because he's not acting like a champion. That's why he's getting hate, from
then
people.
They saying we trying to protect Bud from Boots. Like, look, Earl had a plan, man. He's trying to become undisputed. And then Bud take out this fight. It's going to frustrate him. So now he's supposed to take a dude under him, Boots, for nothing, no belt or nothing. Just take the fight because y'all want to see him fight him. I heard
But
Earl.
why nobody calling for Bud to fight nobody? Like why everything on EJ? It's kind of like if you look at the lightweight division, everybody calling for Shakur Stevenson to fight everybody, but nobody's saying nothing about who Javante Tank Davis have to fight. That's the type of shit I notice.
Bro,
Facts.
it's
That's what
like
I
it's
notice.
like arguing
Because
against blood.
they love that dude, man.
They
Yo,
say
You know,
Bud
anything.
is the most coddled fighter in history, bro. I've never seen a fighter more coddled than Bud. You know what I'm saying?
because
Like,
he's the hope. He's the last hope for 'em.
yo,
And half of them are Earl haters though, so you got to think about that. They will say anything. They don't even care if they right or not though.
How much you want to bet? We can bet 100,000 on that. Let's bet $1 million.
I put
Millions, right?
But see, you can
Bet. We can
forgive.
bet $1 million. Fuck.
I
You
put
can
my
you can
house on Earl.
forgive. You can feel what's going on. Let me holler at some Rami and Emily Jones. What's going on? Dungeon Talk. What's going on? Jay Smith, PhD, Big Dog. What's happening, bro? In the building. What's happening, folks? What's going on? Big Blunts and boxing.
Hey,
What's Edward Sandwich Savage? I'm sorry, my bro. And I just want to holler at some of y'all. I see you out there. We just in this discussion. Go ahead, my brother. Go ahead.
hey,
What
if
you
you
were
notice
saying?
one thing, none of the Bud fans ever call in. They do all they talking in the chat. Like I called in on Malachi Chung this morning because he was calling me gay and aerosexual. I called in for the smoke because I know I got facts to stand on, and Earl ain't been doing no whole shit. But Bud fans never call in, not even on your channel,
I don't give a damn if they do or they don't. It's all about
because
real
they can't
boxing
stand
talk
on
for
it.
me. I don't care if I got two people here. We're gonna just keep it real about what's happening because you guys know y'all follow boxing. I follow boxing, and we're gonna discuss it as it is. You know what I'm saying? People gonna see it from different point of views. And I don't hate on your point of view unless you standing in some bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And if you standing in bullshit, bro, you can't come over here with real boxing fans, bro. Nobody's trying to hear propaganda, bro. We want to see a fighter, stand on, saying, I'm the best. I'm pound for pound number. All the checks he did in his tweet, but then you're not making the moves to make the fight, bro. You made all them tomato can fights like it wasn't nothing. But when it comes to a dude that has the ability to stick with you in the ring, all of a sudden there's a problem. And that's not good, bro. You know what I'm saying? That
Discussing
is not
negotiations
good.
on Twitter.
Right. So I don't care about negotiation on Twitter. As long as you keep the same energy and we believe in you are who you say you are, then we got a good fight on our hands, possibly two fights on our hands to figure out who's the best at 147. But you starting to look faker and faker. You know what I'm saying? As time go on, you're looking more phony, bro. You're looking
Yeah.
more phony. You know what I'm saying? It's turning the boxing world upside down because you know what I'm saying all these years everybody thought you were a super fighter, a special fighter. But it's starting to look like, you know what I'm saying, you fake, bro. And I don't
Can't
like that,
believe
bro.
the hype.
It's starting to look like that, man. It's like, man, I don't want to believe it. And but more and more he moves, the more he keep putting out all this crap, and you know what I'm saying, his fans are backing it. And it's like, bro, it used to be a time where fighters had to prove they were pound for pound number one. You had to get in there and you had to fight the best. Now all you have to do is just ride on somebody else coattails, act like you're gonna fight them, and then everybody say you the best and they can't beat you. Just like Tank Davis, you know what I'm saying? Tank Davis, nobody believes that Devin Haney or nobody could beat him, right?
Mhm.
But he don't have to prove it. They
Nope.
just say that, but he don't have to prove it. Now I like Tank Davis, but in my bag, he's gonna have to prove he can beat Devin Haney. He's gonna have to prove he can beat Shakur Stevenson. I think he can, but I'm not gonna say that he's better than them. You see what I'm saying? Until they
Right.
get into the ring, and I'm not gonna give him any extra accolades until I see him fight somebody. Until I see him fight somebody on a higher level. You know what I'm saying? Not the dudes he's been beating. Anybody could beat Rolly Romero. Any
facts. Yo,
anybody could beat. Go ahead, bro.
I'm from
Y'all
Baltimore. You
mute
know what I'm
yourself.
saying?
Mute yourself until you talk. So we got some back feed, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
that way everybody could be heard.
yeah, I'm from Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm a huge Tank fan. You know what I mean? Like anything Tank do, like for the most part, I'm supporting it. You know what I mean? But I will say this. I definitely would like to see him face stiffer competition because I think he's capable of beating all of them. You know what I mean? I
hmm
actually, now man, I think about it. I seen a post today where he commented. He's saying that he signed to nobody. He's saying that he can do whatever he wants. on Instagram. He made a post today. Someone replied to him saying, I forgot exactly what the statement was, but he made a statement basically saying, I can fight whoever the fuck I want.
And that's
Pretty
true.
much to that
That's
extent.
that's true. He
Yeah.
can fight who he want, but the problem is, you know, if you want to go the Canelo route, that's on you. And see, these fighters, they're not interested in legacy no more. See, they want to be show. They want to put on exhibitions like Mayweather, like they retired
Yeah,
or something. And
absolutely.
and that's what's going on. See, you got to fight the best, bro, if you still an active fighter. You know what I'm saying? But they're trying to change boxing into a business of showcase fights. You see what I'm saying? And the boxing
It's
fans are
The
going
Jake Paul
crazy.
effect. The
Right.
Jake Paul
You know what I'm
effect.
saying? And it's happening before our eyes. And you know, we see it with Canelo, you know what I'm saying? Now he don't have to fight nobody. He don't have to fight Mexicans. He don't have to fight black fighters. You know what I'm saying? He gets to fight who he wants, and nobody now has a problem with it. So that means he has changed what boxing is all about. You see what I'm saying?
Canelo
Now
on the
you got
decline. Canelo on the decline. He on his way out, man.
right, but you see other fighters like Tank trying to emulate what he's created.
Yeah,
I know it.
I want
Hmm.
I want Tank to fight all these dudes. I want to fight Shakur. I want to fight To. I want to fight Devin. I want to fight all these dudes because I know he's capable of beating all of them. But
Hmm.
you got to respect the guys that are jumping out there. I respect Devin for standing on the shield. You know what I mean? For how it is. Like, yo, I'm gonna go get it. That's just what it is. And whoever won it, come get it. You know, you gotta respect those type champions. So I never take away from those guys. I wish Tank had a better situation in which he could,
Hmm.
you know, if Tank had a better situation. I mean, he has a promotion company, but under the Floyd flag, you know what I mean, he ain't never gonna escape Floyd's shadow. You know, this is just unfortunately that's just what it is.
Now, B Murray made it interesting. Because I've said this before myself. Y'all think Bud Crawford is just happy to block undisputed from Errol Spence Jr.? Y'all think that's what this is? He just happy to
Yes.
be in the way.
Yes,
Yes.
Yeah, that's a
Yes.
win for him.
yes. He's getting attention.
Yes.
This is the most attention he ever got in his whole career.
So 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 he just gonna
Bad.
sit. So he just gonna sit there until this man move up. You know what I'm saying? And just be a roadblock in the way and just block boxing from moving forward. Y'all
Yeah,
actually
why
It's
not?
believe
something
that?
it's something to that extent. It's definitely something to that
You know,
extent.
no, I just think he just wants attention for his Hall of Fame career. So like for him, like bro just said, this the most attention he got his whole career. So he trying to milk it, like get his name out there as much as possible because the man is about to retire. He don't want to retire and be some obscure boxer. He want to retire and be a big name. So he'll be the big name that's attached to the fight that never happened.
Yep, and that's why
And him and his army is gonna push the narrative that he
Hmm.
was
Hmm.
that he was underpaid or whatever they however you say it, where they didn't want to pay the man and like they talking about no guarantee and all this stuff. They finna push every narrative to try to make him not seem like a duck.
That's right.
So he can retire with a good name.
And I'm just noticing more and more, and it's just me, that there's more people coming at the PBC like they the enemy. Like, they coming at the promotional companies, and that's weird as shit to me. You know what I'm saying? Why are they hating on Al Heyman?
that's
You know what I'm
because that
saying?
blue blood.
Because of that
Because
what?
blue blood, when blue blood said that it's not Earl, it's PBC don't want him to do the fight, so blue blood pushed that interview, and since then everybody been going at PBC.
No, they've been going at PBC before that. I mean, like I said, I don't try to bring up other boxing channels, but there's channels that been going at PBC for a long time, trying to put out propaganda like they're going broke. Y'all remember they were saying that they was
Oh,
gonna go broke. Hmm.
Yeah, Fred was reporting that. Fred was putting that PBC going broke and all that. All about
Hmm.
that.
somebody listen to
Well,
him.
there's been a lot of channels, but that's strange to me that they go at promotional company. Now I understand Top Rank because Top Rank been around for a long time, and they ended a lot of fights, a lot of big fights they didn't make. They can't just like he said he didn't make the Manny Pacquiao Terence Crawford fight, and it was because he killed that fight, right? that would have been a huge fight. We missed it because of Bob Arum, right? So
That's the
I could
fight. Isn't that the fight that Bo Mac told Bud not to sign the contract?
right. You see what I'm saying? So when it comes to like fights where he could get beat or it's a competitive fight, you know what I'm saying? It's almost like he's moving like Bob Arum, you know what I'm saying, would move a prospect. You know what I'm saying? How you know what I'm saying? Like they're not gonna put him in there unless they got like a 90% chance of winning. You see what I'm saying? And
It
look go ahead.
might be Stockholm syndrome, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hey man, you can't when you 35, he just turned 35. I seen the nigga rapping. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I don't know if he. I mean, if you 35, he probably rapping Sugar Hill Gang or some bullshit like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what the hell are you doing, bro? You need to be in that gym training because you got the biggest fight coming up. Unless it's like my boy who's real say, man, this fight ain't gonna happen. And I'm starting to feel like that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? I'm starting to feel like he has no intention on fighting EJ. And you know, EJ, what he's gonna do, he's just gonna end up moving on. You know what I'm saying, to the next. You know, he's gonna have some really great fights up that 154 waiting on him. You know what I'm saying? And you know,
Right.
he got options because he's got a good relationship with the PBC. And what is Terence Crawford gonna do? You know what I'm saying? He's gonna
fight,
face the
fight,
best.
fight
Go
Trey
ahead.
Songz in celebrity boxing.
hmm and why is he and why is he just getting out there now? I watched Terence Crawford on HBO years ago. Why is he just getting out here now? Why didn't he do this way back playing celebrity basketball? And you know
Because
what
he
I'm
about to
saying?
I feel like
retire.
he's trying to get himself hurt, so he can have excuse
He
not to
about
box.
to retire. He need the name
I'm
out.
I'm
He can't
starting
just
to
go into the
believe
Hall
that,
of Fame
man.
without no name.
I'm starting to believe that. I think
November.
he listened to his inner circle so much. I just think that like he just believes everything. Like he cool being the nigga on his block. You know what I'm saying? Like being the big nigga on your block, he cool with that. And I just think his inner circle tells him everything he want to hear.
Well,
Everything, you know what I mean? I think
Even
his the
Keystone.
people,
well,
yeah.
look like EJ gonna have to go over there to top rank gym and wrestle that nigga. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's the only way we're gonna get the fight, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you go over there and challenge him to a wrestling contest, you know what I'm saying?
like Bernie, bro. Like yo, Bernie is one of the worst, bro. But like the nigga, but you will if you didn't like Bernie, you would want a nigga like Bernie on your team. You know what I mean?
hmm
You would want a nigga like Bernie on your team, bro. But just like for the shit that the energy that they can't put out, they can't
Right, right.
reciprocate. And that's what throws people off with them, man. It's the energy that they can't put out. Like it's not good. And you see
Maybe
Earl,
the loyalty, but I don't need a nigga out here pumping me up.
Right. I
yeah,
don't need nobody on my team like that. That's crazy.
facts,
But
fact. I
just
mean,
hmm
you know,
loyal people,
I
the
feel you. I
loyalty,
feel you.
yeah. But the
But
Yeah,
mouthpiece, no.
mm, but imagine how
Bernie is that
big.
Bernie is that nigga. Bernie is that nigga that's gonna get you into a fight. You looking at the opponent like, man, shut the fuck up.
that's true too.
Get my ass
That's
whooped.
true too.
And like, you know, I'm not gonna bring that man family in this, but you know what I'm saying? It's just like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Keep your team under control, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's like you got to keep, you know, you saying you dealing with millions of dollars, bro. If you have all the intentions of fighting this dude and getting all the money you can, you got to control your team, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't have them coming in. You know, EJ might be like, you know what, man? You know what I'm saying? If he was on some petty stuff, you know what I'm saying? If he was on some petty stuff and he wasn't the man he was, and he said, man, you know, screw this dude, man. I don't got time for this, bro. You know what I'm saying? What would happen if he was petty like Terence Crawford? You know what I'm
Earl don't
He
want
saying?
this
want that
fight
on
not to
the
go
spirit.
through, man. That's why Earl been quiet. And even when Keyshawn came out, he said, "No, he's a good fighter. Do I say something different?" He don't want to scare Bud out
Yeah,
the fight or give Bud any reason to say fuck him, bro. He want him to
yeah.
fight,
He
man.
want that undisputed, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Bud knows that, and that's why what you said, who's real, I believe, it might come to fruition, man. It might come to fruition because you know why is he going through all like y'all said? Why is he going through all this up and down? all this trouble of trying to drag the EJ name, and EJ don't even mess with him like that, bro. I mean,
It's
he's just
sucker shit though, man. Like
right, exactly.
as men, bro. Like, I mean, fuck the sport, bro. We all men. At the end of the day, who's really just gonna condone this sucker shit? It's sucker shit. You know what I mean? Like, on the streets, niggas get shot for less. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Just keeping it real. You know what I mean? But I am about to get out of here though, yo. I appreciate the panel, yo. Y'all niggas, y'all brothers is dope, man. Yo, I got a podcast, yo. I got a show with Blu-ray, and I got a couple shows with Fred on my joint, man. Y'all ever want to check me out, man? I always check in and pop in. I'll throw the link in the chat if y'all don't mind. You
Oh
know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Already. On top of that, before I go, Bernie the Boxer like a clean version of Charleston White without the crack. You know what I'm saying? Yo, fuck with me, man. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Rona plug, yo, it's the Melvin Ed podcast, man. I'm gonna throw the link in the chat. Yo, I appreciate y'all brothers, man, and I'll check y'all
Oh,
out next
no
show, man.
problem. No problem. I wonder
Already.
what King Judah was. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Oh,
man. Oh,
yes, sir. So let me see some of the comments. He says, Bud satisfied with blocking man. I just don't want to believe it, bro. But I think that's what it is. I think that's what it is. What's going on with X-Man? He says, Bud Light is the ultimate con man. Said he uses Spence Canelo at one point. Canelo named for Cloud once. Spence beat up Daddy Garcia and Ugas and called out Bud Light, his whole team moving scared and funny. Yeah, ever since all the roadblocks are out the way, now we got more bullshit to go through, and that's what's giving me nervous energy. You know what I'm saying? That Bud Crawford may not end up being the fighter we think he is. You know what I'm saying? And who's real always been on that point. So is King Judah. You know what I'm saying? I'm the only one who's held out hope that Bud Crawford is that dude, and that's fading rapidly, bro. That's fading rapidly. You know what I'm saying? And I think I'm just losing hope for the best fight in boxing, bro. That's what it is. So
Yo, let me say something on that. I was listening to you when I wasn't on here when you said, "Do you think he's trying to block undisputed pull?" That's exactly what it is. You hit it on the head, bro. Let me tell you how you know this. We came to the conclusion that Bud before his name was linked with EJ, he was basically you was the best nobody in the world. Because you had all the skills in the world, you so-called had all the accolades, but nobody knew who you was. All of a sudden, now your name linked with Errol Spence for the last year. Now you a star, and we can see how he moving. Everything he doing right now is in preparation for retirement because he knows that if he would have retired without linking his name to EJ, he would have been forgotten in 5 years. So right now, everything he doing is for longevity. He wants his name to live on. So all these publicity stunts, getting into it with Trey Songz, going to the celebrity match, dragging EJ name, all that's about making sure that he's remembered when he leaves. So you got to look at it, man. The reason why he blocking EJ is because, as it stands, EJ has a better resume. So the last thing EJ don't have that he has is undisputed. So if EJ goes in the ring and beat him, that's a wrap for you. EJ already have a better resume. If he beats you and becomes undisputed, he's done everything that you have done, and you will be forgotten. You will be forgotten, and he knows that.
Yep, I agree with you 100%. What's going on, film study? Courtney Thompson says facts. He said now they're using this buzz situation to go at PBC without saying it's EJ, talking about EJ want the fight, but it's the PBC that's holding up the fight. You know what I'm saying? Film study says, he says, why the hell would Bud tweet his accomplishment? That's proof that he's avoiding the fight. Right. And he keep talking about going into the Hall of Fame, bro. Come on, man. Nobody got time. The fight is on. The fight is here. There's nothing else that you can say, you know what I'm saying, to stop this from happening, bro. The only thing, everything shows that you're not trying to fight, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's looking like. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I got a super chat. Let me see. What's going on, Black Preacher Man? Fan. I'm sorry, Black Preacher Man Sports Fan Club. Thank you for that $5 super chat. He says, let's be real. He said, I'm sorry, I gotta get my glasses on. He said, let's be real, when we have to see one of the greats do what Bud do to EJ in the history of boxing, I don't think Bo was this disgraceful. Right. He might as well throw the damn WBO in the trash, right? You know what I'm saying? Just like Bo threw the WBC in the trash. You know what I'm saying? See, they want what they want to do is what they want to do. They don't want to abide by, you know what I'm saying, a linear path to fighting the best. You know what I'm saying? They want to fight who they can beat. And that's why boxing is down right now. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to see special fighters fight dudes that we know they can beat. You know what I'm saying? Boxing is all about taking a risk. It's about
Right.
taking risks. It's about fighting dudes who got a different skill set, but just as good as you have mastered their craft. And let's see who the best. It don't matter who win or lose. It don't matter who win or lose, bro. It's
Hey,
about
you know what?
fighting out.
It's
Hmm.
it's the fans' fault too, bro. Because you gotta look at the way I always, as we all men, bro. You know what I'm saying? We all men. We from different places of the world, but a lot of us we experience the same things growing up that shaped us to being the men that we are. My question is this here: how do you have men who okay with, like you said, watching these fighters, A level fighters fighting on C level fighters and getting knockouts? To me, bro, I take that back to the playground in school. That's like all the boys being hyped up to go gather around on the playground to watch the biggest dude in the class beat up the smallest girl in the class. Like
Hmm.
what kind of enjoyment can you get out of it, and what kind of props, and you know what kind of props and strikes can the dude get off from beating up on the girl? Because that's what it looks like to me when an A level fighter fighting somebody that we know he gonna knock out and everybody cheering about
Right. They say
That's
going,
what
oh,
that's what they want.
we support them till they get like 30-0, 40-0, then they make all their millions, and then it's about my health and I did this and that. But it's not about who they beat anymore. It's all about the accolades now. They're not even bragging about who they beat like back in the day. It's just crazy, man.
Yeah, that shit is just an excuse, bro. It's just it's just an excuse. He's paving the way. So if he retire, you know what I'm saying, that you know what I'm saying, he got all this big body of work. But if you got a big body of work and you haven't really had no challenges, bro, you know what I'm saying? It's like, what's the point, bro? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you probably did better in your career than you thought you would, but you still got to push yourself if you're an active fighter. You know what I'm saying? Before you came, you shouldn't have been pursuing EJ if you had no intention on fighting him. That make you look like a sucker, bro. You know what I'm saying? You killing your legacy, but you don't care about your legacy. You only care about the money, and that's what we're starting to see here. Bob Arum said, a while back that he tried to get Terence Crawford to fight certain fights, and he wouldn't do it. He didn't want to fight Kell Brook. He didn't want to fight Sean Porter. You see what I'm saying? So he really don't want to challenge himself. He's already seemed like he's got like a retirement mindset. You know what I'm saying? And that's the worst thing for a fighter of his caliber or supposed caliber, you know what I'm saying, to be. You know what I'm saying? Then you got a hungry fighter like EJ who's ready, you know what I'm saying, to advance his legacy. He's gonna get his ass towed up, bro. And he knows it. You know what I'm saying? If you going in there, he going in there with a Sean Porter mindset. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to buy $5 trees in Omaha. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's what you trying to do. You know what I'm saying? EJ is trying to whip your ass, bro. You know what I'm saying? So we may not get this fight because Bud may not be hungry enough to get himself up for this fight. Maybe that's what he's trying to do right now, trying to find that eye of the tiger. Or maybe you want to break him down like they did Rocky. You want to break me down? I'm scared. I'm scared.
And
You
and
know.
Bud and Bud attaching his name to Spence is what got him the ESPN deal for that guaranteed money. So that's why him getting that guaranteed money over an extended period of time, he got comfortable with getting it. And then hold on, y'all. I gotta take this call. Sorry about that. Hold on, y'all.
Yeah, I didn't even know Bud until he got attached to Earl, man. I found about Earl because the way he was breaking dudes down and you hear the body shots and the way he was hitting dudes. That's how I got onto Earl. I'm like, oh shit, old boxing back. But nowadays, these dudes just want money. They want to dance around, look pretty, versus dudes who like 2 or 3 levels below them. And it's like, I'm giving boxing 2 more years. If these dudes don't start fighting the best, man, I'm going to continue on with UFC
Hey,
with the best fight the best. You know what I'm saying? And it's all high competition. You get a championship fight like every month down there where both of the guys are super, super good. But in boxing, you got to wait 2 or 3 years for like a really, really good fight. Like, this is the first fight we've
Hmm.
seen this good in like over, I don't know how long, a decade, man. Even with Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather, Pacquiao was kind of older, you know what I'm saying? So it really wasn't the fight we thought we was going to get when we first was asking for it. And now we get to this one, and they trying to say Earl trying to age Bud out. Earl 32. These dudes get to 32, 40 and 0, and then now they all old and stuff, and now we get the best fights. Like they trying to play us, man. It's starting to get old, man.
Well, I think Bud could accept defeat from anybody but
But
EJ and Jamel Charlo.
exactly, he can't. He's one of them type dudes, man. Y'all don't pass him the ball in the court. He taking his ball and going home, bro. That is him, man. He was on a Porterway podcast talking trash about the contract, and when he even faced the camera, he was facing Porter the whole time, like turned his back towards the camera, kind of like he's like a weird dude, man. And I'm sorry that Errol got to go through this with this dude. I'm sorry that he hasn't had the belt, man. I wish somebody else had the belt because the fight would have been made.
Hmm.
I wish Ugas had the belt, bro. Like,
Yeah,
dang.
and see, this is that Keith Thurman energy. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
This is that Keith Thurman energy because when he came back into the picture, bro, I was so upset when Keith Thurman, when it started looked like he was going to get the EJ fight. When he started coming back into the picture, when he fought that one dude Marius Barrios, I was like, that's all he got to do to get back into the picture. You know what I'm saying? And man, bro, and you know how he gonna do if he get the fight? He gonna try to milk it. Oh, I need another warm up fight, and then he gonna abandon the damn belt. I mean, then he gonna abandon the fight because he don't really want no competition. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we're starting to see in Terence Crawford, bro. So he doing a whole lot of talking. He's doing a whole lot of talking, and we all know what that means. When you're doing a whole lot of talking, that means you don't want to fight, bro. You know what I'm saying? We may have to get this fight on the outside and just put some money, you know what I'm saying, on the cement, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you know what? And you know what else? You know what else about that? What you just said, bro? He don't want to challenge himself, but even more important, like I say, it all come back on the fans, really, bro, because we allow it. We allow it because what we entertaining the fact that everybody calling him the number one in the world. As fans, we should all come together and debunk that shit every time we hear it. See, he cool. He cool with everything. Think about it, but Terence Crawford was able to fight B-level fighters his whole career, put together a fake Hall of Fame career, Hall of Fame status, pound for pound number one, and everybody. That's why he called himself the Puppet Master. Pool. That's why he called himself the
Hmm.
Puppet Master.
Yeah.
He pulled a
Hmm.
word.
He learned that
He
shit from
pulled.
Aaron.
Yeah, he pulled the world greatest heist. But I'm looking at other fighters. What's concerning to me is that we have other fighters. I heard one of the brothers say he a Tank fan, but I do respect his man, how he was coming with the whole situation. Like, I do believe in Tank's skills, but he need to show me. I respect that mindset, right? But at the same time, we doing the same thing to Tank Davis because we calling him a world beater. Man, you everything in a lightweight division. Nobody can touch you because you will knock out everybody. But we not forcing him to fight nobody big. Tank is almost 30 years old. What makes you think by the time that guy turns 30-year old, he gonna start to challenge himself and all of a sudden start to fight the best?
Right.
When you
Right.
already called him
Right.
the best, without him having to do that. Why would he start doing it at 30?
Right.
Shit.
Right.
And Tank might go to jail. All that stupid shit he doing outside the ring.
See, because once you get into the mindset of fighting lesser fighters, it's hard to challenge yourself against somebody who might whip your ass in the ring and make you look bad. You see what I'm saying? That's why I said, you know what I'm saying, EJ, if Terrence do fight him, he better check this dude, bro. Because this dude ego is on another level. Will he cheat? I believe he would cheat to beat EJ. You know what I'm saying? And that's just me. You know what I'm saying? Looking at how this fight go, the rivalry and all the shit talking and it's getting personal and things like that. If I was him, I would make sure this dude get ringed out to see what the hell he got in his system. You know
He
what I'm
You,
saying?
probably trying to
Because
wash
Man, I
steroids
didn't
out of
want
the
to put
system.
that jacket. I didn't want to put that jacket on him, man. But I thought about that too with him
Yeah.
being with Victor Conte.
yeah, well, it's not just that. It's just what's up with all these delays, bro. You know what I'm saying? Usually when fighters delay like Canelo, they're trying to get that shit out their system. You know what I'm saying?
Cause
You
ain't no
to,
amount of ain't no amount of muscle he gonna be able to put on is gonna stop him from getting that ass whooping. Cause he ain't gonna be able to put that muscle on without having to sacrifice some kind of stamina or some kind of speed or something, unless he's taking something illegal.
right, that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? So,
well, he was
you
that.
know, the competition, these guys are so competitive. You know what I'm saying? But you would think that if you were feeling the way Terrence Crawford's supposed to be feeling over all these years, he would absolutely not miss an opportunity to fight this guy. You know what I'm saying? With all the shit talking he's done about you know what I'm saying, EJ been ducking him and he coming to his fights and all this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Look like he would be trying to jump at the chance. I don't give a fuck what they pay him. He just want to show that he can beat this dude. You know what I'm saying? But that's not his energy, bro. His energy is the total opposite. You know what I'm saying? It's like he's trying to make delays. He's trying to make up reasons not to fight. You know what I'm saying? And bro, who's real? You know what I'm saying? He got me, bro. He got me. He finally got me. You know what I'm saying? I don't think this fight is gonna happen, bro. Like Roy Jones Jr. said, if I see, I have to see it to believe it, man. I really do. And I hate to be that
I hope
way,
we wrong, brother. I
you
hope we
know, but
wrong.
yeah, man, I do too, man. But who's real? He got me, man. He finally got me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Every time something come up good
It
about the
was
fight,
it was
here
her.
comes
It
something
was
bad.
it's blood that got you, bro.
Mm-mm.
You know what I mean? You listen, bro. You a real one, bro. You see what I just seen it a long time ago. I seen it coming, but you see it now. You
But
see
Shit,
the
shit,
we
anytime it's
it's a
something,
blatant duck.
I mean,
hey.
anytime it's something bad that comes out about the fight, it's coming from Team Crawford.
Mm-hmm.
Team Spence ain't saying nothing, and Espinosa they still optimistic about the fight. You know what I'm saying? Spence ain't said nothing negative about the fight. He still want the fight. Anything negative that makes people think the fight not gonna happen is coming from Bud's side.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's like a damn girl that used to cook for you. You know what I'm saying? Used to wash your clothes, and now she won't do shit for you. Now she going out, staying late at night. You know what I'm saying? You didn't want to see it, but now some your boy done pulled your coat. Now you say, you see that? You know what I'm saying? She ain't gonna cook for you. She got something to eat, but she ain't get nothing for you. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You just got to, you know what I'm saying, recognize it is what it is, bro. And it's hard, but man, why this dude?
Bro,
Why this? Go ahead.
bro. I'm just gonna keep it real. I know y'all don't like to hear this, but the nigga Bud is scared.
I don't
I
think
think
he's
it's
scared. I think he just
you know
don't.
what I'm saying.
I
I
think he
know
just
y'all
want
don't
to
want to
screw
hear
over
it.
EJ.
I
oh,
think, listen, I think he is scared because he ain't never fought nobody on that caliber. He's never been under the bright light. And he knows it deep down inside when he's in his mansion and he's sitting there by himself. He's like, man, I ain't never been on that platform before. It's all been just easy fight after easy fight after easy fight. And EJ ain't trying to hear that. He
man,
ain't trying to hear that. He don't give a damn that you Bud Crawford. He don't give a damn about no accolades. He coming to take your eye. He coming to take some ribs. He's coming to break your nose, break your face. This is not what you used to. And deep down inside, like, fuck y'all. I'm not fighting this dude. Straight up.
Facts.
man, I I
It's
can't.
more than just money. It's humiliation. He would be humiliated if he get in that ring with EJ. EJ start breaking bones.
See, that's I don't think he afraid to get in the ring. I think he's afraid of his legacy after that fight, losing his legacy after that fight,
It's all
because
the same. It's
because
all the same.
because Spence beat his
It's all
ass
the same.
as easy as I think he's going to. Because I think he only have a puncher's chance to win that fight.
Facts.
So
Oh,
if he get his ass beat the way I think he gonna get his ass beat, his whole career is gonna be questioned.
I think he's gonna get his ass beat like Martin Lawrence when he fought Tommy Hearns.
Y'all, listen, y'all, listen. What a lot of people don't realize is, bro, Terence Crawford is Vasil Lomachenko, just a slightly better version. You didn't fight nobody, but we called you the Matrix. We called you the best, and you never fought nobody. The moment you got in the ring with somebody that was halfway decent, you were going to lose. Look what happened to Lomachenko. He got in the ring with Teofimo Lopez, who is decent, and he got his ass tore up.
His aura came from the amateurs, all them amateur fights.
Well, I'm saying my point was is that, bro, everybody looks like a great fighter when they fight in lesser competition. Everybody looks great, bro. I'm telling you, if you put Blair
Right.
Cobb in the ring with a bunch of amateurs, he is gonna look like Muhammad Ali or Floyd Mayweather.
I got you.
I'm telling you.
He gonna look
I
good.
agree.
Mm-hmm.
That's why.
Mm-hmm.
I can't give Bud that. I can't say he's a great fighter. I can't give him that Because, bro, your whole career, you ain't never fought a great fighter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So
I agree with that.
how can I say you're a great fighter when you've been basically bullying you've been the bully of every fight that you're in. You're just a bully. You're the name, you're the big guy, and everybody you fought just capitulated to you. But I'm not gonna give you that, bro.
So basically, he doing the Keith Thurman. He see this dude is ready. He sees not drinking. He see he done got a nutritionist. He see what he did to Ugas. He's like, hell to the no, bro.
Yeah,
You
he
know what I'm
said,
saying?
And
The only way.
at least I give Keith Thurman more props because at least he's fought other great fighters. Keith Thurman
Yeah.
is a great fighter. He
Yeah.
just
And
does
another
real
thing,
things.
right? Another thing I give Keith Thurman respect for, because when he was on top, he accepted every challenge except Errol Spence. Now we can't say that he did duck Spence, but he accepted everybody else. And I don't believe Bud have it in him to be the man and accept every challenge that come his way. I don't believe it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, and like I say, the reason I believe that is because look how long he been at welterweight. Who the hell is he fought, bro? He allowed Errol Spence to go get all them damn belts, and Errol Spence had to come off 2 layoffs to do it. What was Terence Crawford doing? Why wasn't Terence Crawford going to collect more belts if he's so great?
Because he didn't want to take the risk.
That's what I'm saying.
He was happy getting that
That's what I'm
guaranteed
saying.
money.
None of his fans will answer that. You know, none of his fans will answer that question.
Because
Why
they don't
wasn't he
care.
trying to be the best?
Because they don't care about that, bro. All they
Because he
care
could have
about
had
is
3 belts.
all they care about is Terence Crawford winning. Just like Canelo fans, they don't care who he fight. They just want him to win. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And these are not boxing fans. You know what I'm saying? They come in here regurgitating all the same, talking points that we've already argued and debunked, and they'll bring them up again and again and again and again. Meanwhile, your dude ain't trying to meet EJ halfway. You know what I'm saying? Bud
Yeah.
Crawford could have
Why
fought.
didn't? Yeah.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I was just getting at what you getting at, Pool. We think the same way.
Mm-hmm.
If you're gonna sit up there and say Errol Spence scared of me because he said he wants to collect all the belts before he fights me, right? Why wouldn't you then meet him halfway by going to help him collect belts so y'all can meet up? If you tell me, Pool, that you will fight me you want undisputed, you want to make sure that when you fight me it's for undisputed, but you only have 1 belt, I only have 1 belt. Shit, I'm gonna go help you collect the belts. I'm gonna meet you halfway. You go get 1, I'm gonna go get 1. Then we gonna fight each other.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
and we were so excited back in 2018 when we thought that Terence Crawford was gonna come in and do his thing. You know what I'm saying? That's when everybody believed in Terence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? Okay, he got done with his contract at Top Rank. This dude, he goes right back into Top Rank when he was free. When he was free, could have came to the PBC, and then what his fans say? Oh, it's no guarantee he was gonna get those fights. I was done, bro. I was done arguing with Terence Crawford fans right then. I said they don't want to see this dude, fight these other guys because they're afraid that he's gonna get beat up by Danny Garcia. They're afraid he's gonna get beat up by Keith Thurman. They're afraid he's gonna get beat up by the dudes that were active back then. You know what I'm saying? Who was a better version of themselves. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy, bro, the way boxing going right now.
I think that Danny Garcia that we saw in his first fight at 154 still give Bud a lot of problems. Danny looked damn good in that fight to me.
Danny, he looked good, but Danny got a confidence problem against skilled fighters. He can't deal with nobody. He can't deal with nobody with good movement. You know what I'm saying? And Terence Crawford got a lot of better movement, a lot of craftiness. You know what I'm saying? Danny's slow. You know what I'm saying? He have to get you with that no look left hook, you know what I'm saying, to keep you in place, and break you down.
We haven't really seen that kind of movement out of Crawford at 147 though. I
think it's enough movement for Dan. I think he could outskill Danny Garcia easily because he's slow. You see what I'm saying? He's slow footed.
Yeah.
And he got a short reach. His reach short too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Terence would be beating the shit out of Danny Garcia, in my opinion. But Danny could catch him, you know what I'm saying? Because Terence Crawford, he does get caught. I don't know if he could take Danny Garcia punch. That'd be interesting.
Right.
But I do think he could outbox Danny easily.
Yeah.
You know
Don't get me wrong.
Don't
Don't get me wrong. Now I got Crawford winning the fight, but I'm just saying I don't think that's gonna be an easy fight for Crawford.
Keith Thurman would be interesting back in 2017, 2018. That would have been an interesting fight. You know what I'm saying? Back then between that he missed his era, bro. He missed his time to get in. And that shows what kind of fighter I believe Terence Crawford is. That's where his head at. You know what I'm saying? When he missed that opportunity in 2018 when everybody was pushing him to go to the PBC where the competition was. He came later when everybody's, what I'm saying, thinking about other shit and getting out the business of boxing. You know what I'm saying? Only person who's young enough and fresh enough in their prime to give him a challenge is EJ. And now he don't want to face that challenge. And I believe that, bro. I believe that. You know what I'm
Now, look,
saying?
one thing I got to say about that is I actually do believe, like y'all was talking about the Danny Garcia situation.
Hmm.
I do believe Danny Garcia can give him problems. Not only that, I believe Danny Garcia. Not saying that Danny Garcia is a better fighter, but what Danny Garcia bringing to the table is dangerous for somebody like Terence Crawford. I believe he can get lucky and hurt or stop Terence Crawford. I'm gonna tell you why. Because Danny Garcia has real power in both hands. I've
And they
seen
got a
that for
team.
myself. He got a chin. Now, one thing about it is he don't have that blind power where I hit hard, but I might not touch you. Every fight I ever seen Danny Garcia in, he is able to set you up. Danny Garcia will connect on you. He gonna land something. You is not gonna fight Danny Garcia for 12 rounds unless you run from him like Keith Thurman. Now, if your plan is to run around, he might not catch you. But if you stand in front of Danny Garcia, he is gonna catch you with something significant before that fight is over with. And Bud Crawford showed me that not only will he get hit, that if he gets touched, he get wobble. Every time I see somebody touch Terence Crawford clean, that nigga wobble every time. Every
Hmm.
single time, bro, he wobble. So I do believe if he fought Danny Garcia can set him up, land a big one. He can either drop or stop Terence Crawford, bro. I'm telling y'all.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, see, and we sitting up here and we have to imagine these fights. You know what I'm saying? Because Terence Crawford
Right.
he made the wrong decision far as his legacy. Imagine where Terence Crawford's legacy would be if he had fought those fights. Nobody wouldn't have nothing to say, bro. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And everybody was totally disappointed. You know what I'm saying? You're looking at Trill boxing talk. We everybody was trying to predict what Terence Crawford was gonna do and I think it was Black Fight Fan who was saying that he was going to go back to the goddamn top rank, and nobody believed it. You know what I'm saying? And he did. You know what I'm saying? And now that's where we at now. You know what I'm saying? Looking at this dude in hindsight of what he could have done. You know what I'm saying? And who we believed him to be. You know what I'm saying? And it's just sad, bro, that when we see a B, you know what I'm saying, that don't reach their full potential. You know what I'm saying, in boxing because they make bad decisions, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, and then he could have said all that undisputed shit, you know what I'm saying? It would have meant something if he would have fought the fights. But you can't come over here with a bag full of tomato cans, bro, bragging about you going to the Hall of Fame. That makes people upset. You know what I'm saying? Mute yourself, bro. You got a background. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's where I'm at with it, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at. What's going on, MJ? MJ says, I always thought that maybe Danny and Bud would have fought, and I was scared for Bud because Danny is tremendous technique and timing. I bet he would have caught Bud at some point and dropped him. It's a possibility, you know what I'm saying, but you know what I'm saying, I highly doubt it. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Danny is that creative. I think Bud would have stayed on the move kind of like against what's his name? Pope
Post all.
Postal. I think because if a nigga can hit, you ain't gonna stand there and trade with him. You know what I'm saying? When you can outbox him
He
easily.
claimed he gonna do that against Spence though. He said he was gonna stand against
Man,
Spence. You
do
believe
you
you believe
believe
that?
do you believe anything Bud
Hell
Crawford
no.
says? Bro, I mean to this point, you know what I'm saying, all the shit he done, you know what I'm saying, put out there on Twitter and through his people, Bunny the Boxer and all those guys, man. How can you really believe what Bud said? You want to believe it because you want to see the best fight in boxing, bro. But the dude is so full of shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's so full of shit. It's like, bro, you keep creating um, all these imaginary haters and stuff like that, where people are hating on your legacy. People hate your legacy because you keep bringing it up, bro, and not fighting. You know what I'm saying? That's why people hate your legacy because people are like, fuck your legacy, bro. Get in the ring and fight somebody, bro. Nobody cares about you as one. You was undisputed at 140. Nobody cares that you are a 3 division champion. Nobody cared about that with Mikey Garcia. You're a 4 division champion. Nobody cares about that stuff. They want to see who you fighting now, bro. That's what boxing is all about. You know what I'm saying? Because of those accolades, you're supposed to be a different kind of fighter. You're supposed to be on another level because of those accolades, but you're trying to rest on your laurels. And that's something that you can't do in boxing. It's impossible. You don't mention your accolades. That's like LeBron James talking about he the greatest basketball player ever. You know what I'm saying? No, dude, that's not for you to say. That's for other people to say. You don't say that. You know what I'm saying? Because it diminishes, what it means. You know what I'm saying, to boxing when the dude who's supposed to be the best say he's the best. You know what I'm saying? Or say I'm going into the Hall of Fame. That's not on you, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's on everybody else. You know what I mean? So 3 Pump said, I believe Bud is getting bad advice pertaining to this fight. Uh I think this dude a troll. So he says Terence Crawford is a first man, get the fuck out of here. He says he said Ed was savage. He said Danny beat Bud in the amateurs. You know what I'm saying? But you can't really go on that amateur stuff, you know what I'm saying? He
But who
says
got scared too?
right. She said Spence could hurt Tiny Mike. Couldn't hurt Tiny Mike Garcia. We done been over that over and over again. So MJ says, but in my opinion, honestly, it's quite literally he at top rank for all the time behind Bob. All these fights he had have been easy touches. He said Bud fools around and will walk away from this, yeah, and retire. Yeah. I'm starting to feel that too, y'all. You know what I'm saying? But we're in a different type of boxing era. You know what I'm saying? They they're trying to change the dynamics because they don't want these black fighters to take over. You know what I'm saying? Black fighters are dominating. Carissa Shields, you know what I'm saying? If they don't slow her down, she's going to be a damn 8 division undisputed champion. You know what I'm saying? They got to stop the process. They got to change the way we do things. What's going on, Yolanda? What's going on, Don Spencer? Thank you for that 99-cent super sticker. They got to slow her down, bro. You know what I'm saying? They got to stop these black fighters. They got to change the linear path to championships, so you can skip around and you don't have to fight these tough fights so they can control what's going on, what people see, what I'm saying, in these different divisions, you know what I'm saying? Or they're not going to be any white champions. There's not going to be any Mexican champions, you know what I'm saying, unless, you know what I'm saying, you allow the David Benavidez's to get their shot. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way because he's a real deal. You know what I'm saying? Canelo is not the real deal. Triple G is not the real deal. You know what I'm
No.
saying? They're going to have to open it up for these guys. I mean, if you open it up, Canelo would be defeated. You know what I'm saying? Triple G would be defeated if they didn't put them in a special category. And I'm just tired of boxing fans. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, young billionaire? What's going on, my brother? You know what I'm saying? So we need to get boxing back on a traditional basis. But see, they want to control it. You know what I'm saying? They want to control it so they can put who they want, you know what I'm saying, and showcase who they want, you know what I'm saying, at the top. You know what I'm saying? Look at Lomachenko. He's still on ESPN top 10 list. You know what I'm saying? The dude been inactive. You know what I'm saying? The dude don't even have a belt. You know what I'm saying? But yet he's one of the best top 10, you know what I'm saying, fighters over at ESPN, right? You know what I'm saying? And the dude can never drop. What's Monster Anyway is another one. You know what I'm saying? They're always going to put him up there. See what I'm saying?
And you got Jamel and Devin with all the belts, and they respect the divisions, and they can't get on the list.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And now I have no problem with the 115, the 112, because I like Bam. I like the way Bam fight. I like the way Bam, he goes out there and he proves his shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's a solid champion. You know what I'm saying? The chocolate Tito's, they see at the 112 and 115, they fighting, bro. You know what I'm saying? They getting it in. They fighting everybody. Everybody's fighting everybody. And that's the way it should be at the top too. You know what I'm saying? I mean, really, you know what I'm saying, 115, those divisions, 122, they showing out down there. You know what I'm saying? They're showing out because they fighting everybody. They mixing it up. You know what I'm saying? They're not freezing folks out. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's fighting each other in those divisions, and we're not getting that at the top. You know what I'm saying? Because really, most people don't pay attention to the lighter division. So they allow them guys to do what they have to do down there. Now they did screw over Rigondeaux. They did screw over Rigondeaux. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? They screwed him over big time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they did control Rigondeaux, you know. But as far as, you know what I'm saying, the other guys, you know what I'm saying, like you know, them guys are getting at it. Estrada, you know what I'm saying, they've made me pay attention to those divisions. And I'm be doing more videos on, you know what I'm saying, the lighter weight divisions too, because I love watching Bam fight in that ring. You know what I'm saying? I say MJ says, he said 100%. He said I agree. He said they don't want to see top black. Yeah, they so adamant about that shit is that they downgrade what undisputed means. You know what I'm saying? Even though Devin Haney didn't have a tough path to undisputed, and I say that because he had to go through George Cambosos, who is not a world beater. You see what I'm saying?
I mean, but
You know,
he wanted Lomachenko though, but Lomachenko gave him took that franchise title, and he got elevated up to the regular title or the regular champ or whatever. But I mean, he took the path that was given to him. I don't think he
yeah,
chose
yeah.
to go
But
to
see,
go the
but
easy route.
see, who had the toughest path? You know what I'm saying? Jamel Charlo or Devin Haney? You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? The undisputed.
Jamel for sure.
Right. So Devin Haney, I mean, Jamel Charlo had to fight some killers, you know what I'm saying, to get the belt. That means something. You know what I'm saying? That means something, you know what I'm saying? But let's say, okay, he got the undisputed anyway. And he should be considered, you know what I'm saying, the top 135 pounder, right? But look how they downplaying him, bro. Look how they
Yeah.
downplaying Carissa Shields. She just got stripped of the damn the Ring magazine belt. Devin just got stripped of the Ring magazine. We know that belt don't really mean much, but it used to have
Oh, they stripped
significance.
Devin? I didn't know about that one. I knew about
Uh,
Clarissa though.
didn't they ask him to send it back or something? And he said he don't need that damn belt or something like that. Didn't they
Oh
tell
yeah,
him that?
yeah, yeah. I remember that. I saw
Hmm.
that on Twitter or something.
What's going on? What's going on? TBT radio. You know, someone drop the link for you. 'Cause I know that's my boy right there.
Yeah, you
So,
think they might try to pull some funny business on Carissa over there in the UK?
well, if they don't, she's gonna be undisputed in goddamn 5, 6 damn divisions. If they don't, because they don't have many, you know, good women fighters in those divisions, you know what I'm saying, around her weight class. So, you
Right.
know, either she moves up or down, you know, these women are not as skilled and they don't want that. They don't want to have her be in the face of women's boxing. You see what I'm saying? So they're gonna
Yeah.
strip her, and plus she said something about Canelo stepping it up, and that was her punishment because you know Oscar De La Hoya is the owner of Ring Magazine belt. So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? They like, give me my damn belt. You're gonna talk about Canelo. You're gonna learn to shut up. So you know, but she apologized. She apologized, and I sure hate it. But she, you know, they got. I guess to a certain extent, they got to play politics, and I just hate to
Shit.
see her fall into that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Shit. Canelo not even with Ring Magazine or De La Hoya though. I don't see how her opinion on Canelo affect the belt, the Ring Magazine belt. That shit's stupid.
because it's on code, bro. You know what I'm saying? They on code. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Oscar De La Hoya is still on, you know what I'm saying, the Mexican side. You know, him and Canelo may have their beef, but you know what I'm saying, you ain't gonna talk out of pocket about, you know what I'm saying, his protege. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? About somebody who represents Mexico. You know, black fighters don't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? We be on the helmet when they do something wrong. You know, whether it's Earl Spence Jr., whether it's Terence Crawford, we gonna be on their helmet, bro. You know what I'm saying? And only black fighters do that. Everybody else, they ride for theirs regardless. You know what I'm saying? They don't care if they in the wrong or not. Only black fighters try to keep it 100, keep it fair. You know what I'm saying? So to
Yeah.
speak. You know. Let me see. TBT radio says, shame the woman had more nuts than than the men. You know, but you know, Carissa, you know what I'm saying? She's playing the game now. I see. You know what I'm saying? She's gonna try to get in where she fit in. You know what I'm saying? As much as she can, but she already see that there's a machine against her. You know what I'm saying? Now she understands that this shit ain't all about being the best in the ring. You know what I'm saying? You got to outsmart these people. They celebrated when she lost over there at MMA, and that showed you a lot right there. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, James Blackwell? He says, didn't Bud Lion ass said he agreed to everything now? All of a sudden you need to look at the books. Man, you
Yep.
he
Yep.
said, yo ass, he said, man, get your scary ass out of here. But yeah, he said too busy. He says, TBT radio. Hey, you ain't gonna come up, bro. He says, I dropped the link for you. He said, we be too busy at war. He said, Arrow Bud are special. You know, you know, I thought he was, you know what I'm saying, but he keep putting out all this propaganda, and you know what I'm saying, instead of making the fight is here, bro. What's the problem? EJ said we're gonna see who's holding up the fight. You know what I'm saying? And my man holding up the fight, bro. It's time to put down all the, all the buffers for the fight. Now it's here. You know what I'm saying? You got to show and prove now. You know what I'm saying? We done missed November 19th because he want to see the books. No, bro. Nah, this dude ain't fit to get in the ring on TBT radio. He said feeding the kids would be in the light bit. What he says feeding the kids would be on in a little bit. Oh, okay. Yeah. No doubt, no doubt. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, so following boxing, you know what I'm saying? I just haven't seen a lot of great fights here. You know what I'm saying? So, I've been working my butt off, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I was kind of glad because so I can, concentrate on, what I'm saying, get my business together and everything. And you know what I'm saying? I just, you got Deontay Wilder coming back, fighting Helenius. That should be a pretty good fight for long as it lasts. I think your boy Deontay Wilder gonna go in there and Falumaloom, Helenius. I don't know how much Deontay Wilder got in the tank. Um, he's talking about fighting the Usyk. Um, I don't know. That I think that would be a great fight between Deontay Wilder and Usyk. You know what I'm saying? I saw where 78 Sports went down there to his training camp, and he looking good, man. He's trying to become a boxer puncher, and you can't do that kind of shit in one training camp. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, you know what I'm saying? You got to have been doing that shit, you know what I'm saying, practicing that shit to get into your muscle memory. And you know what I'm saying? I was kind of glad when Deontay Wilder, was out for a second. But to see him come back, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how much he got left, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still rolling with him now. Don't get me wrong. I just want to see how he look after this Helenius fight.
Yeah, I agree with that. he back
Mm.
down to his he back down to his natural weight where he comfortable at too.
Really?
I really,
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
he ain't up there at 140 and bullshit and
No,
one.
no, he back down to where he's supposed to be at.
Yeah, my thing is, I'm just glad. I always felt like this. I like Wilder Heart. I like the fact that he's not scared to fight
Yeah,
anybody. But I was one of them people who felt like, I know he started boxing late, but I did feel like he was one of them people. He had a limited skill set. So if he
hmm
is practicing a different skill set, where he gonna throw more punches, because I didn't see a lot of hooks from Wilder. I didn't see a lot of uppercuts. It looked like the dude had a jab and a straight,
yeah,
and that was it. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? So
yeah,
I'm glad, if he gonna come back and he actually expanded on his craft, I want to see it. But if he gonna come back and be the same Wilder, he should have stayed retired. I'm just being honest with you, because you know you're getting older. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you do have that one punch KO power, but you also getting older. That means your reflexes getting slower and
yeah,
slower year by year. So somebody gonna hurt him if you don't have the skills to duck, stick, and move, pop your jab. And if you don't have that, bro,
yeah,
he gonna get caught with something significant one day.
yeah. You know what I'm saying?
So
And like Tyson Fury said, you know what I'm saying? Once you try to learn a new skill set in one training camp, you know what I'm saying? Once you get tired, you go back to what you know. You know what I'm saying? And that's what he did against Tyson Fury, and he had that extra weight on him. And it didn't look good for him. It didn't end well for him. But like you said, the dude got a ton of heart. He don't give a damn. He going in there. He gonna go out on his shield, and he fought his heart out. That's what a champion is, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Fighting your heart out, win or lose. You know what I'm saying? It's being true and pure to the sport. You know what I'm saying? The dude was just better than you that night. You know what I'm saying? Win or lose. You know what I'm saying? You can't ask no more than that from a champion. You know what I'm saying? So, no matter who got the bragging rights, you know what I'm saying? Dude went in there, you know what I'm saying? He tried his best, you know what I'm saying? He prepared for the fight. You know what I'm saying? He didn't prepare right, you know what I'm saying? But he went in there, he did everything he could with what he had. And that's what Wilder brings to boxing. You know what I'm saying? That's the excitement he brings. He's not gonna come in there and give you a half-ass performance. He's gonna give you everything he got. He's gonna leave it in the ring, and that's why he's one of the most exciting fighters in boxing today. I think the same is with EJ. I think the same with Devin Haney. Same with Shakur Stevenson. These guys, they're gonna go in there and they're gonna give it their all. You know what I'm saying? They don't care who they gonna face. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna give you their best. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I want to see. I want to see how he look against Helenius. See if he still got that power. See if he can still deliver that right hand. I don't know how he's gonna look with this new style. If it's gonna be effective or not. It could be effective on Robert Helenius because he's not like a A-list heavyweight. You know what I'm saying? He's kind of like he could probably look good on somebody like that, or somebody like that dude that Polish dude name. You know what I'm talking about? What's that Polish guy name? I can't
Oh,
remember
the
his
one
name.
Helene is knocked out twice.
Yeah.
Uh,
What's his name? I forgot his name. That
Kornacki.
dude. Yeah, Kanaki. That would be a good fight. Since somebody you could test out the new skills before you get to a Usyk who's
And Kornacki
really
wouldn't get
really
to the second
fluid.
round against Wilder.
Well, you know what I'm saying, but you wanna go rounds and test out your new style. You know what I'm saying, before you get somebody who's fluid like Usyk in the ring if you're gonna be boxing them. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I don't see him beating Usyk in a boxing match. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. What's gonna say? Even if not putting out the trash, he has to come out to downplay. Oh yeah, he said even putting out the trash, he has come out to downplay it. Yep. You know what I'm saying? So what's this is how you say this name? He says Bernarda King. He said big ups pool. He said keep 100 King. No doubt. He says Pedro, what's going on Pedro Torres? He says he would never sign that contract, boy. Y'all killing me with that, bro, with that energy. What's going on, Gantz? What's going on, Lou how you say that? Lou Ear Grassroots? What's going on? He says Wilder ain't retired. No, he ain't retired. You know what I'm saying? Gant says, what's up, Pool? He said, gotta jump on one day soon because I'm tired of telling these butt areas that EJ ain't letting nobody, especially Bud, come up to his natural weight division and beat him. That's true. You know what I'm saying? But you see that all the shucking and jiving this dude doing. Said Helenius ain't no joke. No, Helenius is bad boy, but I don't think he's an A-list uh heavyweight. You know what I'm saying? If he did, he would have made some noise. He only beat up Kanowski. You know what I'm saying? He only beat his ass up. You know what I'm saying? Pretty good. What's going on? What's going on, Mark? What's happening, my brother? What's happening with you? There you
What's
go.
going on?
Goddamn.
What's going
What's
on?
going on with that legendary lineup, boy? What's happening?
Hey, hey, man, it's crazy. I'm outside of work, right, man, and I got a few minutes. I seen you on, man. I said, "Oh, talk about perfect timing, man."
Yes, sir. So
Let me
what
say,
you think about everything that's going on? I know
I'm gonna
where you
say this.
lie.
I'm gonna say this, bro. Terence Crawford is the most unprofessional fighter probably in the business, and let me tell you why I say that. Now we know his talent and all that, but Terence Crawford, with just this, everything that's happening with this fight, Terence Crawford just showed everybody he cannot be trusted. As in all the big promoters that were trying to make a fight for him, he just ran everybody away, putting all their business in the street, leaking this, leaking that. He got his sisters, his mama, his cousin, and his Bernie the boxer, and his wife. Everybody is talking way too much. And when you're dealing with a man who can't quiet the noise around him, it's two things. Either he's not masculine enough, and even though we know Bud is the true killer in the ring, that has nothing to do with masculinity outside of the ring. If you can't hush the crowd and hush the noise around you, how is that men type shit? Especially when it comes down to this could be fucking with your pockets. You see what I'm saying? Already, Eddie Hearn don't want him. Why? Because Eddie Hearn don't have other fighters. Therefore, they would have to go outside their stable to make fights. Terence Crawford don't sell enough for them to join promotions with somebody. So Eddie Hearn don't want him. Terence Crawford might be in a position where he got to run back to top rank, whether if he want to or not. PBC, he dissing all this shit. Bernie the Boxer, fuck Al Heyman, and all this shit they done said, and Bomac. So the man is really homeless out here, and everything he's doing is only hurting his brand. For him to be a good enough fighter, he's already aging. He's 35 years old. First of all, nobody's taking that risk anymore. So he's only hurting himself by not being able to shut the people up around him. That's killing his brand and is making everybody that could potentially want to deal with him, as in knowing he's a good boxer, that's going to run them totally away from him, and he's really going to be homeless. That's how I look at it.
It's a good take.
So, yeah, man. I mean, you broke that down beautifully. You know what I'm saying? So, what do you think's going to happen? You know what I'm saying? Like, you think they're going to fight next year? You think they're going to fight December? What do you think?
I think it might be December, January. Honestly, I hope it's January. I hope it's January because I want them to really promote this fight how it should be. You know what I'm saying? And take their time. But don't get me wrong, for sure we want December. We want December. But January, I want them to really put a movie on for this shit. And listen to me good. And Pool, we done had these conversations millions of times. And you done heard me say this millions of times, Pool. I'm starting to truly feel sorry for Terence Crawford. And we just heard what Earl right-hand man Jay Isom said. And he been quiet for so long and had to finally come out and say that. When that bell ring, your mama, your partners, your cousins, your aunties, they can't save you. When I tell you Earl probably about to try to kill this man in there, it might not be a rematch. I'm gonna keep it real with you. And at the end of the day, Pool, if all I can do is bank on knocking you out, if that's my only way of winning, I'm gonna get brutally destroyed. Because Earl done proved he got a chin. He got hit with a two-piece by motherfucking Ugas with his hands down, barely even looking, and took it on the chin and came back and still damn near pulled that round off. You see what I'm saying? And we know what happened after that round. Then people say, what do you think it would happen if that was Terence Crawford? Well, if that was Terence Crawford, Earl would have never got hit. Because the only reason why Ugas hit him, his lack of English and understanding is what even got Earl hit. Terence Crawford understands English very well. So when he said stop twice like that, Terence Crawford would have stopped, meaning Earl wouldn't even never got hit. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Same thing happened in the Kell Brook situation. Remember when he hit him with that straight type, that hook type straight, and Kell Brook fell across the ring, and he went over there and hit Kell Brook like once or twice, and then the referee told him to stop. Crawford stopped immediately, and then once he was proceeded to fight, he went back and fought him. Crawford's not a dirty person. You see what I'm saying? Right. So once he heard stop twice, he would have actually stopped. So Earl would have never even got hit to even be in a situation like that, realistically. You know what I'm saying?
Man, if they banking on that shit happen in order for Crawford to have a chance to win, he already in trouble.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
If they hoping this mouthpiece fall out and Crawford can get some clean shots on him that way, they already in trouble.
Yeah, you right, bro. I'm gonna say this. Go ahead, Pooh.
No, I was just gonna say, but my thing is, don't come with the energy in a tweet, bro. Don't come with the energy that we want to see in the tweet. We want to see that energy all the way around. You know what I'm saying? Don't be coming out here just repeating your accolades, acting like everybody hating on you. Everybody hating on you because you ain't fighting this. You ain't fighting nobody, bro. You done went 2 years, bro, without fighting nobody with the WBO belt at 147. That's why everybody hating on you.
Let me say this to what you said, right? This is what it come down to, bro. You know who we gotta blame in this whole 35 percentage and shit? You know who we really gotta blame?
Himself.
Who that?
No, we don't even gotta blame Terence Crawford. You know who we gotta blame? His fans. His fans.
Oh, cause they won't push him.
Y'all not paying for these fights. How is it? How are you mad at Espinoza and everybody else and this and that because you can't sell? Bro, this fight could have easily been 50-50. It's a big draw. Now, don't get me wrong. He gave this person that. He gave that person 50-50. Yeah, because it was a smaller fight.
You see what I'm saying? If I got $50, if I only got $50, Pool, I could say, you know what, Pool, I'm gonna give you 25 and I'm gonna keep 25 because it's only 50, right?
But
So
my
we gonna go
thing is,
50-50.
he didn't get Uga's 50-50. It's the
I know, but I'm
propaganda
gonna even
is what's
yeah.
killing me.
Yeah, but I'm gonna even give you a better version though. If I only got $50, Pool, we can go 50% because it's only 50. I can give you 25 and keep 25, right?
Right.
But now and I think about this though. Now, when we got $50, we can go 50-50. But now say I got 10,000. Now that 10,000, I can say, Pool, I'm only giving you 200. It's still better than that 50 you got last time though. You see what I'm saying? Stop looking at my money and focus on the money that you got. Because Bob Arum is the one who tore your ass down. Bob Arum is the one who disrespected you and got every promoter and every person out here in the game, the money people, thinking that you can't sell. Everything's about profit. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You have proven time and time again you can't sell. This is the biggest pound for pound flop I've ever seen. And I don't mean flop as in his skills. How are you number one pound for pound, but nobody's watching your fights? That doesn't add up, bro. It sounds like some make-believe, he's pushed, it's been said so many times so it's believable, or again, it's created. You've been fighting science teachers your whole career. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
What did they ask when they asked Kenny Porter the other day? Did he even hesitate? Pool, did he hesitate to say Earl that day?
Nope.
Hey, bro. Did he even tried to boxing voice try to even make it? Well, you don't have to tell us if you don't want to, because I know sometimes if you wanted to or you was lean, that nigga said, Earl, easy. Like he didn't even hide it. Like, well, you know, I'm cool with that nigga Earl. If I gotta pick Earl, didn't even
ride the
hesitate.
fence or nothing.
Didn't ride the fence or nothing. So that lets you know. And this is the sad thing about it all, bro. Sean Porter was a great fighter, bro. He fought the biggest competitions, even though he lost to some of the greatest names. But Sean Porter is the biggest ass kisser in boxing. You know why? Because you think if Kenny Porter know what's gonna happen, or Kenny Porter got an idea what could happen, you think Sean Porter would just be 100% tied in to where he don't even think Earl barely got a chance? Come on, bro. This is bullshit friend shit that they got. It ain't not even really friends like that. They're not gonna show up to Sean Porter wedding. Y'all not friends like that. That is like me hooping a few times with a dude at the park, and I done seen him at the mall a couple different times. Blah, no, that's my friend. Nah, bro, we just real good acquaintances. We real good associates. Yeah, we grew up with each other and amateurs or whatever, but overall, I'm gonna be real with you. Kenny Porter ain't trying to hear that shit. Like, Kenny Porter knows what's gonna happen. And a lot of them, and like me and you talked before, Pool, like I ain't trying to hog it up, but me and you talked before, I wouldn't even be surprised if a lot of people that's going for Terence Crawford in the public is betting against him in private.
Oh shit, we got goddamn.
If they gonna lose some money just
Bud
like you,
Crawford
man.
cousin.
What's happening, y'all?
We got Bud Crawford cousin in the building.
Hey, man, the illest in Nebraska. Y'all for crazy, man. Don't listen to that man.
Y'all subscribe to
Don't listen to him,
Boxing, my brother, the TWT team over there in the building. What's going on, James Blackwell? I see you, my brother. Mike Rhythm, I see you, my brothers. You know what I'm saying? Welcome back. Yes, sir.
Hey,
what's up?
yeah.
What you got on at TBT radio?
Yo, man, I heard what your man said. That was a good breakdown. But then after that, you rewind that tape after you finish watching that shit and take that shit back to the factory, because that shit ain't going down. And none of that shit going down. You know what I'm saying?
What part? Which part?
None of it.
I know, but you ain't pinpoint nothing. I don't even know if you was listening or not. You know, I don't even know if you was listening, bro.
Oh yeah, I was listening. I was in the comments,
boy. What's up with the illest nigga in Nebraska? What is going
last
on?
time I talked to y'all said a man asked for $20 million. And then that thing I know, he done agreed to a short end of the stick, and goddamn, he agreed to give a boy all the marbles and all that. He just said, hey, man, I want to see the books. And y'all losing y'all mind. So, man, what is it, man? Y'all don't like
I don't think it's the book. I don't think it's really the book, bro. He want to approve shit. He talking about he wants to approve certain things. It's a two-way street. It's a two-way street, bro, and he's not putting money up towards the fight.
Like Allison Mama said, did you hear that from her? Did you hear that from him?
Yeah, we heard it in the articles, bro.
Man, that's some bullshit. Did you hear that from him?
He even leaking shit to ESPN. ESPN ain't a part of this deal.
What that boy told Errol, he said, man, I FaceTimed you. Errol said, I don't know your number. He said, shit, lock me in there.
Yeah.
But he's
But
still trying to
that
lock.
man
I
ain't missed
mean,
no word when he's in that man face. This is a good tactic to keep the thing going because they probably figured, let's go on and do the thing at the beginning of the year. You know what I'm saying? They bigger money for everybody.
I think so too. That's why I was
The
just saying.
schedule, you
I
know,
think it'd be better if they do January because it'd give it a longer. They can sell it longer. You know what I mean? To go hit more
yeah,
cities and
get that good treatment. Like, hey, save $40 out that Christmas money and get ready because it's going down. You
facts.
know, that's what I think. That's
Hey,
really what I think it is. Y'all know I
hey,
like
let
messing
me,
with
let me,
y'all though. Y'all be
hey, let me
serious.
tell you what I think. Bro. I think Bud delaying because right now they're saying Spence may have to take a mandatory if he can't get this Bud fight. Bud is delaying because he knows Josh Taylor is moving up to 147. That's the fight that Bud Crawford wants. That's why he gonna end up running back to Bob Arum. Watch what I tell you. He gonna
I
run
think
back to
so too.
Bob Arum.
He a
Yeah, he
hoe if he
gonna
do that.
he waiting on Josh Taylor, bro. Check it out. You just saw what Josh Taylor did in his last fight. He got exposed. That
Hey,
boy
I'm gonna
beat the
tell.
shit out of Josh Taylor. And
Yep.
we already know how Bud get down, bro. When he see weakness, you the guy he want to fight. If he think you show any type of weakness, you the one he want to fight next.
But not
that's
And I'm
only
why
that.
telling
that's
you.
why I call him the Black Canelo.
But not
Josh
only
Taylor
that.
might not even get past Catterall though.
But not
Don't he?
only
Don't
that. Go ahead, bro.
don't Taylor got to rematch Catterall first?
Yeah, I think
Said
so.
what?
But shit, the way it's looking, they want Errol to fight, take a fight, take another fight. Then Bud may sit on the shelf and wait on Josh Taylor again. You
But
see what
that's
I'm
not
saying?
good.
Yeah,
That's not
Bud can't
good
sit
for
on the shelf.
Bud though,
Bud got to
bro.
fight immediately too, man. Both of them
Yeah,
got to
that's
fight.
not
They
good.
got to
That's not
fight.
good for. But no matter how good Bud is, we know Bud the
Yeah,
goods. But that's
you
not
got to
good.
get in
Even
that
if it was
ring,
Earl,
man.
that's not good to be sitting out so long and somebody
For
else getting
both
that
of
wreck.
them, they need for
Shit.
both
I
of them
mean,
need to get in the ring ASAP.
But
shit,
that could be
John
that could
Connor.
be a difference between that could be a difference. You sitting up long enough, too long. That could be different between you getting the win and getting stopped. Like it
And
could be
then I
like
got his ass.
the lack of work can hurt you like tremendously.
Then I got their ass knocked out by Glad Joe. Y'all remember to punch out? You get your ass whooped by Glad Joe. Be like, man, what the
Man,
fuck?
right, real talk. But I think this though, I'm gonna be real with you. I think what Terence Crawford is doing, and he's gonna and whoever said if he run back to Bob Arum, he a hoe. I don't think though, bro. I don't think that,
Nah,
bro.
man, money
No,
talk
listen.
bullshit run
Let
a
me
marathon,
now.
man.
The only reason why I say that though, don't get me wrong. I agree he shouldn't go back to him. But on a realistic side of things, he's the only one willing to deal with Bud and Bud shit. Like even Aaron used to say a million times, Bud is hard to work with. He's hard to deal with. And I'm not saying he shouldn't be because we don't know how even the money was going with Bob Arum or how hard he had to fight to get what he
But
got from Bob Arum. You feel me?
here's my flash side to that though. When have you ever heard an Irish, white, Mexican boxer ever they said that they hard to deal with? So see, that's that racist undertone bullshit that they put
I
out
can't.
to try to dilute the
Hell no.
value.
Look here,
You know,
look here,
Hell
look,
no.
look,
listen.
look
Hold
here.
on,
Canelo,
hold on.
Bud,
Nah.
That man tried
Bud
to
is
get
going.
Canelo. Listen, De La Hoya tried to get Canelo to fight Charlo. He said it. He said it. Yo, you got to fight these folks if you want to go that next level. You still ain't heard he was hard to deal with. They just hand that man that $40 million and gone out the door.
But that's a
And now
difference.
I'm
He
hard to
sells.
deal with.
Look
Now
here,
listen. I heard your logic.
Bud. Hold on,
Go ahead, Pooh.
Bud is going to corner Miss Arum in the street, and Bud is going to go out there in that Versace outfit with the fisherman hat, and he going to get that damn Josh Taylor fight. He
Hey, boy,
going to get that.
okay.
And you know what though? His excuse gonna be to shut the whole world up. His excuse gonna be, well, I was undisputed, he was undisputed, so that's just gonna be his excuse.
Okay,
But at the end of the day, he knows he's going to easily beat him.
I
And
got this.
yeah, like, bro, sad.
I got one thing though. I want everybody to let me know how they feel about it. Errol Ben said he signed everything, right? He said that a long time ago. Yeah, I signed everything. I agreed to everything.
You say he good on it. He used to dealing with the PBC. I mean,
But
everything he got is good with them.
they
If
sent
he
the
Al
signed
contract.
Heyman, you
everything,
see, hold on. Al Heyman represents EJ, so EJ he knows what all EJ has to do is say, "This is what I want."
Yep.
Because that's his side, that's his company. He's been dealing with. They know what he want. Al Heyman got him locked in. All he has to
and
do is
he
get
get
Bud
all the
right.
Jordans, he get whatever Jordans he wants to.
But Pool, like you said though, if
Hey
I'm the
man,
one,
but you
if I'm
can't.
the one sending you the contract, if I'm like you
I
said, Pool, if
told
I'm
you,
the one
man. I
sending you the
told you,
contract,
though. I'm telling you,
if
just watch.
I'm the one sending
I'm
you the
just
contract, then everything is clear on my side because I'm the one offering a contract. We're waiting on you to sign. Just like they talk about, oh, now Terence Crawford want to see the books and this and that. And I'm not saying he's wrong for that. But what I'm saying is that's a whole nother term. That's another
But see,
term, bro.
if you're
But
going to be
all I'm
paid,
saying,
if
all
you're
I'm
not going to
saying
be
is,
paid, let me give y'all a little business.
I grew up on government cheese, but I wasn't mad at them dudes cross the highway. You know what I'm saying? Because they were eating
Listen here.
lobster and steak. You know
If
what I'm
Ric
saying?
Flair get a percentage of the door, don't he have to see what the door made?
Yeah, but you can't do that till after the
It
fight,
ain't
bro.
no but.
Terence Crawford
It's
trying
no
to do
but
shit
But
now.
hold on,
It's no but to do it.
but what you
If I
bringing
get
to the table?
15%,
See, but look, what you bringing to the table? They looking at the numbers, bro. You know what I'm
no,
saying? You
okay.
can't make no demands,
Let me.
bro.
Yes, I
Go ahead.
can. Yes,
How
I
you can?
can. The fuck
You
ain't
can't.
fucking that ring if I don't get what I want.
If you
I
a
bet
hood
you
kid,
can.
if you in an orphanage, you know what I'm saying? You can't yell at your parents, bro. You know what I'm
You in
saying?
the
You can't
orphanage, you
say
ain't got no parents.
you can't yell at your parents, bro, because you're in an orphanage. You know what I'm
What you
saying?
talking?
You know what I'm saying? He can't
Okay.
do it, bro. You know what I'm saying? What he gonna?
If
Okay,
future say, yo,
tell me how he gonna make the PBC do what
if Future go to the club, say, yo, y'all don't have to give me 15 stacks up front. I just want 5% of the dough. I got to know what the dough made.
Right, but
Please,
you
y'all
ain't
don't
gonna, but you
mislead
not
folks.
gonna
Y'all
know,
gonna get
but
robbed.
you not gonna
Y'all
know
gonna
until
get
after the
robbed.
club. But you not gonna know till after the club, though, bro. Terence Crawford trying to look at you. Got to read the article in its entirety, bro. He wants transparency. Yes, look at the books. Also, he wants to approve certain things as well. Like you're not a
So if he's
partner.
asking
He's
for
not a
permission
partner.
for it, has
He's
he
not
been
a
given
partner,
permission?
bro.
If he's asking for permission, have he been given permission to have someone in the room to see what the money is?
Well, he could see what the
No,
projection
no, no,
is
no, no, no.
when he did 108 pay-per-views. You know what I'm saying? With Mircom, when he did 135, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Those are the projections. You know what I'm
Now,
saying?
if the ring was if the shoe was on the other foot, just imagine how many times he did this to Bob. I would say he's hard to deal with too. This motherfucker ain't Muhammad Ali.
Wait a minute. Let me get this
You
on
can't
record,
rob him
goddamn it.
like you
Hold
robbed
on, wait
Ali.
a minute.
You
Wait a
can't
minute.
rob him like you robbed
Y'all, we have just
Mayweather.
witnessed
He
boxing
holding you
history.
to it.
A Bud fan
Then
has
he have to
held
pay
Bud
him when he didn't get
accountable.
that Pacquiao fight.
Go
You
ahead,
damn
Paul.
right. He hard to deal with.
Wait a minute,
What you say,
y'all.
Paul?
We have had a Bud fan hold Bud
How much he
accountable. We
paid
just
when he
heard it
didn't? How
on
much he
Full
paid
Counter
when Errol
Boxing.
didn't deliver that Pacquiao fight?
Say
You
it
said
again.
what
Fight
about the
Rolly
Pacquiao fight?
Romero can't get the big fights. This man getting like what, 4 million? How much? I know one of y'all smart guys know. Y'all know everything Errol do.
Errol get a lot of shit on the back end too, though, bro. So you'll be thinking Errol getting $3 million in the public, and he could have got $10 million for a fight. Like
Right,
Errol,
because
like
Exactly. And he got to see the
Keith
books too.
Thurman cleaned
And
up
he
like
got to
that.
see
You
the
know.
books
yeah,
too.
I mean,
You
I
ain't gonna say,
don't.
hey man, I only made 200 tonight. Man, hell no, we're finna burn this bitch down.
I feel
I
you.
mean,
But this is
do you think Ugas only made $1.2 million
I don't give a
against
fuck what
EJ?
Ugas
nah.
made.
You know
Yeah.
what
Hell
I'm saying?
no.
Do you think EJ only made 1.5 against Ugas? You know, they get money on the back end, bro. We don't know what the percentage is. Now we did
Yeah, they
know
don't know
in
either
the
half the
tank fight.
time.
In the tank fight, they broke down the percentages on the back end what they got. You know what I'm saying? And on
They
Mayweather
still ain't
production.
told how much. They still ain't told how much that last tank fight did.
All
No,
right, now
but what I'm saying is they tell you what the percentage of whatever it is that it
yeah,
did, and they still they all inflate the numbers, all of them. Every
yeah.
last one of them inflate the numbers. So
Hey, Paul, peep this, right? The biggest problem is this, right? That's like with any company is levels, right? So if my entry position is $20 an hour, and the dude with the degree that got the degree, his entry is $45 an hour. That's just what it is. Like, I can't say, well, the company brought in 700 million this month, so I should get this. No, Terence Crawford numbers is what put him there. Terence Crawford just think because this fight may do $200 million dollars worth or $300 million worth or whatever, he thinking he should be getting half. No, bro, you still gonna get the percentage that you deserve. So just because the fight generated 500 million, that don't mean you should get 17. It don't mean you should get 87 million. The fight could generate 500 million, and you could still get $14 million. Like, you get what you deserve. You don't get what just because what somebody made. Everything come back to a percentage and self-percentage. That's business. So if your business ain't keeping you afloat, then that's your problem. Aram, the one who drug you through the mud, telling the world that he lost more money on you. He could have
That
built a
is
house in
false. You
Beverly
can
Hills.
get what you can negotiate. Your ass can go in there at a job with no degree and no nothing and bullshit your way into some real money. But if you go in that motherfucker talking about you get what you deserve, you ain't gonna make it $7.15 an hour.
Okay, and that's what Bud is doing right now. That's why he took 35%. At the end of the day, if we was gonna wait fucking 6 months for you to take 35% with no guarantee money, we could have been had the fight this month or
So
last month.
why the fight ain't done deal then?
Because Bud is just now coming to realization that this is what he's worth. That's
You
why.
know what though? If that was true, Bud would be walking out there looking stupid, standing in front of air, getting the picture taken. The pictures are not getting taken, so there's no fight yet.
Did you just hear what I said? Reason why
No,
the
have you ever seen somebody fight and they didn't stand in front of each other with that smiling motherfucking white man behind them, or Leonard Ellerby?
Yeah,
and it's on. Have any one of you guys ever seen that?
Daniel Kinahan. They was fucking with Daniel Kinahan and all that. And this is out of Terence Crawford and Bob Aaron them out. They was partners, bro. He signed with them, bro. You got this nigga. He won it over here. Like, come on, bro. Like,
in front of each other, took an IG post.
Come on, bro. It's bigger than that. Let's be logical, bro. Even Bob
this is
Aaron,
the most logic as it is. This is the most logic as it is. The fight ain't made yet.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's common sense.
That's 100%. Is that true? What?
But a lot of the hurdles come back to 10. Just take what you offer. He's talking about they're only offering me 35%. What they're doing for both of them is making them earn their keep. As in, if you worth this, Earl, you get this. If you worth this, Terrence, you get this. It's all about, they're only really trying to pay both of them all percentages. I feel sad for Bud Crawford, bro. Bud is one of those dudes. Bud, listen to me, bro. Hold on, listen to me and see what you think about this, bro. Bud is one of those dudes. He is and I got people in Nebraska. Bud is a real one. Like, Bud is a real one. You hear what I'm saying? Like, in boxing, out of boxing, Bud is just a real dude. Sometimes you can be too real sometimes to where you don't know when to cut shit off. You don't know how to shut people up. You don't know how to put people in their place. You just cool. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. Sometimes you got to shut people up and shut people down. Like the shit his sisters and wife and all them doing. And that is hurting his brand, bro. It seemed cool to the people on the bottom shelves like us. Not bottom shelves like we broke, but I'm saying outside the $1 million world, as in the people who making these fights. Like, but when it comes to business, he just showed that everybody in his circle can't be trusted or business is going to get leaked out, so I don't want to deal with him. And then he's not a Canelo that he's going to, we got to take what we can get from him because he's still going to sell hella numbers anyway. Bud is one of them people in today's time we don't have to deal with. We can pass up on him because the money ain't going to be just truly crazy on the back end anyway for him. So we can pass up on him. And they got people, his whole family, disrespecting the media, this and that, putting all the business in the street. No, bro, it's not. Listen, bro. Listen, you're speaking from a simplistic mindset. If Bud trying to up his brand and keep making money for his family,
I'm speaking from a person who's been on these earth long enough to know.
Hold on, y'all. I identify as a millionaire. That's all I'm saying. You know?
Hey, you hear me?
Hey, me too, goddamn. Good boy. Hey, y'all better let me in there. Let me in there.
Hey, but cool. Am I lying though? The people, the millionaires and billionaires with the money is who make these fights. So if they know no matter what goes on in-house is going to leak out and can't be trusted, now they're going to say, well, it's like this, right? If you got a dude who can put up 35 and 10, I could take his attitude because he putting up 35 and 10. But if I got a dude that's only averaging 8 points a game, motherfucker, I don't want to hear shit. Get your ass on that line and run. You see what I'm saying? That's how Bud is looked at 35 now. We're not talking about his statistics and all that. We speaking of today. What have you done for me lately? Okay. You see what I'm saying?
We're speaking from the standpoint of a person who actually gives a fuck. You understand?
He gives a fuck.
Everybody it's not just Adrian Broner that don't give a fuck. He give a fuck when he have to. If you don't make a smart business decision, may want to preach this all the time. When you can walk away and say, fuck it. See, you're asking this man to go in there and walk in there and get changed.
No,
for some change. No, let me speak. Let me speak. So we
walking in there telling to make the fight.
Let me start this shit up. You're speaking from an aspect of, man, you take what you deserve to get change. Y'all talking about that nigga like the boogeyman and all this other shit. guess what? They finna change each other. And they might not be able to go back in that ring no more. Y'all don't give a fuck about that. There's a
Yeah,
person
we
that
do.
died.
Yeah, we
Nobody
do.
gives
We
a fuck
want a
about that man.
rematch.
Bro, do you
Nobody
know how
want to
much
tell nothing about
35?
that man that got killed in the
You
ring.
know how much
Hold on, let me
35%
get this
is?
super chat. Let me get this super chat, y'all. What's going on, Ramen and Emily Jones, a pillar of pool counter boxing? Thank you for that $5 super chat. He says every business has a range of pay assigned for every worker. He said Bud won't get 1 cent more than what they have him allocated for. He said EJ understand this.
That's all
Okay.
I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, bro. It's
But,
simple,
okay,
bro.
but the point of the thing is you could either accept it or not accept it.
And I'm cool with him not
No one
accepting it,
can
bro.
force
It
you
just
to
stay in
take
the office.
anything.
Stay in the office with it. I'm cool with you not accepting nothing. Even if, like, say, for example, we get the fight. Say we hear about the fight 2 months from now, and like, say it's really cut off, it's
Okay.
really done, and then Terence Crawford come out and tell his side. I'm cool with
So
listening to it then because the fight is off. But
do
with
you
them
think
trying to, I'd rather you argue every dollar that you want in the office instead of doing all this business that he's
okay,
doing right now is only going to hurt his
pause
brand
for a
from here
moment.
out.
Pause for a moment. Do you think Bud, the one that put out he wanted $20 million?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
a damn lie. Come
Come
I
on.
on,
think
bro.
You a
he
damn
did.
lie.
Come
Hey,
on,
who
bro.
else
Come
been
on.
putting that?
Come
Steve-O,
on.
who
I
else
fuck
been
what I put
putting
out, I want $20
who else
million.
been spilling who else been spilling all this stuff out? I mean, even the stuff that we hear
Bullshit.
lately.
Come
No,
on, man.
listen,
Y'all folks don't think Arrow
listen.
team putting
Who
out
else?
half this stuff.
Who else?
Arrow's
Who,
team is the whole PBC. What is you
And
talking about?
they not saying
the
nothing,
whole
but we got to be
PBC.
realistic with our numbers.
It's the
They
whole
just said we got to be realistic. That's it. Nobody from the PBC, Espinoza, they're not telling nobody numbers, and everybody we all getting mad at Espinoza right now because he's not telling
if
us
you
enough. You
if
see what
you
I'm saying?
believe one side is the only side leaking something, you're very,
Yeah.
very, very immature.
That's not
Well,
immature.
what,
You
That's
can
what,
like
what, what,
saying
what's
only
not,
Donald Trump. We
what
got
is EJ
Raphael
Camp
Warnock.
leaking? No, tell
We
me
got a
what EJ.
pastor. He used to be the pastor at Ebenezer. Every day, his video is out talking about how Herschel Walker put the ghetto to his girl head. He's a preacher.
Right,
You
and they
think
be leaking.
they
They
any
leaking.
different?
No, that's not
No,
what I'm
no,
saying.
but,
What I'm
but
saying, I got to go off what I'm hearing, though, bro. I got to go
Y'all,
off
he's
what
the
I'm
one that
hearing.
you agree all that shit.
If I just got
well,
all I'm
you
saying
ate
is,
your Wheaties today, didn't you?
I'm
Oh
just
man,
saying
I'm
we
with
got to
the
go off
shits,
what we
man.
hearing.
I save up my shit because I be with it. I be
I'm
with
just,
it. You
hey,
know I'm
bro.
Came
coming to
with the
cook
smoke
food.
today.
You
Came
know
with the
Hey,
I'm coming
smoke
to cook.
today.
I
hey,
come
He
for
bro.
said,
real because y'all be in here talking like the super friends and shit. And
No.
no. I
No, we
come to
just want
break
to
that
hold them
shit up.
accountable.
Y'all
We just
talking
want to
about
hold them
Thanos.
accountable. Terence Crawford
Thanos
career,
piss y'all off.
Terence Crawford should have been, if not the biggest star since Mayweather or Canelo, right? That's how I feel with his talent, right? Do you agree?
mm-hmm,
Yeah,
Why
you know.
wasn't he, bro? It's how he was promoted,
mm-hmm.
brought along, and all that. It was never his skills, bro. It was how he was branded and brought along. Bob
So
Arum did that to
y'all
Terence
thought we
Crawford.
did nothing?
Hold on, bro. Hold on. Terence Crawford did that to himself by staying with Bob Arum so long. And now Terence Crawford is 35 years old, about to turn the corner in the next 2 years. And now everybody, like nobody is ever holding Terence Crawford
Okay.
accountable for his
If
entire career. He chose everything he's been through.
this is okay, pose this question. If Devin Haney had knocked out his last 8 people, would he be on the pound for pound all that shit list?
If who?
If Devin Haney, we always doing hypothetical. Let's just say he knocked out his last 8 folk. That means Teddy Atlas and all them folk can't say he boring. All that little bullshit they put on folk and they go 12 rounds and go to a decision. And only
Somebody
2 ways to win
mute
the fight:
yourself.
knock them out, go to the decision.
What we say? I'm sorry, because I
You
heard all
said,
that.
would he be on the pound for pound?
No, I'm saying
No, no, that's
would he
not
be
why
more
he.
considered
That,
a exciting fighter and all that good shit, so they can gush over him and do all that good shit?
that goes without saying.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what I'm
common
saying?
sense,
Okay,
bro. I'm
so
with you.
saying someone's skills didn't help them to get where they at, that machine helped them. That's crazy.
I
Bob
mean, he
Arum ain't
fought to
promoting nobody.
Steve. He fought tomato cans, bro.
Come on,
You
bro.
know what I'm
The man
saying?
fought. Gym teachers his whole career, damn near.
I mean, he fought. I mean, if he would have beat like a Oscar De La Hoya,
Okay,
or he would have beat like a
2 of them
Pernell
cans he
Whitaker,
fought.
then nobody.
2 of them
Hold
cans he
on,
fought
hold
are
on, hold on,
y'all
Steve.
boys' biggest fight. I
Let
like
me
Errol, so
get
I
this
can't
out.
say I don't talk like I don't like Errol. I like
See,
Errol.
if he
I've been
would have
watching
beat
Errol since he was fighting in fucking roller rinks and shit.
If he would have
With you
beat,
though, Steve.
come on now, you know how this go. If he would have beat some great fighters, nobody wouldn't be saying nothing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this
Even
dude, he just saying,
his homeboys,
Hey,
Andre Ward. More than them
Hey,
saying
this
that
all I got
he
to
got
say.
a even his homeboys is saying, yeah, he's undisputed, but he ain't fought nobody. Like even his camp is saying this shit. Even Terence Crawford is finally saying that I gotta get to me the man you of
Man, these bud people
that's not an
they
opinion.
shutting your signal down, bro. They trying to jam you.
I thought it was just me, but they were breaking up though. It was.
No, I'm
Yeah, say
saying
that
like,
again, Mark.
but what I'm saying is, but even his camp, Andre Ward and him is saying, yeah, Bud has the skills and he's undisputed, but he ain't fought nobody. And even Bud in today's time is starting to say that about himself too. He need that opponent to push him over the hump. Like Bud has one of the weakest undisputed resumes in boxing history. And that's a fact, not an opinion, bro. That's a fact. When he fought Kell Brook, Kell Brook was out the weight division damn near 4 years. His trainer didn't even come over. He found a trainer on Instagram. Sean Porter was retiring after the Earl fight, then found out he can get a couple more dollars and decided to fight. His dad talking about he was going to stop the fight the whole time.
You done said this shit more than a few times. You got that shit down, man.
No, I just know this shit, bro. I'm really an analyst.
Nah,
I'm an
it's
analyst
just
when it comes to this,
it's
bro.
just, I mean, the thing is, when you an EJ fan or a boxing realist, we seeing this shit in real time. So I know he ain't got it memorized. It's just that he been paying attention to the bullshit Bud been doing in real time. So he can go back and recall. He can go back and recall all the bullshit.
Yeah, Bud don't get over me. Bud don't get over on me like he do a lot of other people.
I
Like I'm
want to tell
allergic
you
him to what Bud be doing.
When we were speaking earlier about how we can't get on their neck, this is why. Because we too busy warring with each other. We supposed to be on their neck. Because tearing down him ain't gonna make the fight better. And the truth of the matter is, in the same amount of fights, Bud had accomplished a fucking good amount. How old is he when he got undisputed? Here we got Tank at 25 with a Mickey Mouse belt. Why was Bud at that time at 25, 10 years ago?
But the weight division wasn't shit 10 years ago. When he won 140, everybody had moved up, or motherfuckers who ain't got into the weight up, they ain't came from 135 to 140, and the one who was in 140 went to 147. So Bud it was just perfect timing. And I'm not even saying Bud couldn't beat those guys at all. So don't get my word. Don't think that. But what I'm saying is the man ice skated to that shit, bro.
Who he dodged?
No, ice skated, as in it was an easy road. Not like he dodged somebody.
I know what the skating is, but I'm saying like who he dodged though. What smoke he dodged? What smoke?
No,
let's talk about current events since 147. Who he dodged?
Nah, hey, the thing is, listen, people talk about accolades without talking about the specifics, bro. Let me tell you something. All championships not created equal. If I beat Muhammad Ali and become heavyweight champion, you're not equal to me for beating Luis Ortiz and becoming heavyweight champion. You was not on my level.
Fact. Or to even what you're saying, bro, I'll say this. Was Sean Porter more dangerous when he had a belt defending his belt that he lost to Arrow, or when he didn't have a belt trying not to be a gatekeeper knowing that was his last fight anyway? Sean Porter knew, he said he was going to retire after Earl. He didn't. So, oh, well, he didn't. That's on him. He didn't. So you don't think he knew 100% after this Bud fight, I am truly out of here. Like, come on, bro. Like when Kell Brook had a belt, Kell had more to lose in his own country trying to keep his belt.
Who at 147 did he dodge?
He ain't fought nobody at 147. Bob Arum either lowballed everybody.
Danny Garcia.
Come on, bro. We got 2 million.
Yeah.
We got 2 million.
When he crossed the street,
he dodged
Manny Pacquiao.
He dodged Keith Thurman.
He got paid for not dodging Pacquiao. We're going to keep going.
He dodged Kell Brook.
He started off. He wanted 10 million too.
He straight up ducked Kell Brook. Kell Brook went to his fight and called him out. And he acted like that man wasn't even on his planet.
Mm-hmm.
Then at 147, he ducked Kell Brook.
Yeah, he ducked Kell Brook at 147.
Then he knocked him out at 147.
3 years before he fought Kell Brook, he ducked Kell Brook. 2 or 3 years before he fought Sean Porter, he ducked Sean Porter. Talking about their best friends. We ain't never even seen them niggas in the same room until after he fought. After he looked good against Earl Spence, and then he was about to fight.
They could have went to the prom together. I wouldn't give a fuck. What they got to do with the point of who he ducked? He ducked Kell Brook at 147. Then he fought him.
Yeah, he ducked him. He straight up ducked liked him until he was his boyfriend. I'm not gonna fight my boyfriend.
He
Fuck
ducked
out of
him,
here.
then he fought him and knocked him the fuck out.
3
In
years
20, like, what,
later,
20,
3 years
2020?
later, after Kell Brook was out of the division for 3 years.
Okay.
Like, let's
Yeah.
keep this shit
He
real.
fought.
We
He
ain't
fought
gonna be
Kell
on no,
Brook.
we ain't gonna be
Okay,
on no
so
faking over here,
before I fight you, I gotta be like, hey, you comfortable at this weight, right? All right, you ain't fought
Nah,
in here in 2 years.
nah.
It's
I mean,
okay.
the whole
Kell
thing
Brook
is
came
with
in here
Kell.
out 3
And I'm
years
gonna vandalize
sober,
your
bro. What are
ass.
you talking about? Are you paying attention? Kell Brook called him out 3 years before he fought him. 3 years. So yes, it does make sense when you watch somebody blow up out of the weight division and you like, yeah, you gonna shrink them back down? Come on, bro. Well, do you know anything about boxing?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, so when somebody blow up out of the division for 3 years, then you fight him, you gonna bring him back down?
Did you hear my question
Come
though?
on.
Pull up when he fought. Pull up when he ducked that man. And pull up how many fights he had at 147. Because see, you can pull
You said
anything
you
out
know
your
about
ass,
boxing.
but that
You
don't
said
mean
you
the
know
shit
about
true.
boxing.
Oh, he
You
ducked him,
said
then
you
he
know
fought him.
about
Once
boxing.
you fight
You
him,
said you
motherfucker,
know
that shit
about boxing.
down,
You
that's a
said
fact.
you know about boxing. You
Once
said
you
you
fight him,
know
even
about
say he ducked
boxing.
Manny
So if you
Pacquiao.
know
I
about
just
boxing,
said
then you
earlier how he
know
got
Kell
paid off
Brook.
for
You
Pacquiao.
know Kell Brook
Off the screen
called.
too.
You
No,
know damn
off the
well
screen
Kell Brook
too.
called Bud out 4 years before he fought him.
Thanos bring it
You
out
know
of them,
that.
don't it? Thanos bring it out of him. Thanos bring it out of
Facts,
him.
nigga. Facts.
Let's
Yeah.
be
Facts.
let's be honest.
We're
Yeah.
talking facts. We're not gonna play these games with y'all buddy boys. We're gonna talk
See,
facts.
that's the difference. That's the
Straight
difference.
up
I tell you
facts.
every time, Paul,
You said you
when
know
they say
about
when
boxing,
they
so
say
I'm
you
gonna
a fan
pull
of a
nothing
person,
up because you
that
know
lets you
everything I'm
know.
saying is
That
the
lets you
truth.
know I'm a fan of boxing. When either one of them motherfuckers get their ass knocked out, I'm gonna say, oh shit. That's the difference between me and you, motherfucker. That's the difference between me and a
You're
lot of
not
these
a
other
fan of boxing.
motherfuckers.
You're a fan of
I've been
Bud.
watching this
You're
shit
gonna
when
say
most of you
anything.
motherfuckers
You're
playing
a fan of Bud
crayons,
because you're
talking
gonna
about
say
the you know
anything
boxing.
that's
I know a little
positive
bit.
towards Bud.
I seen
That's
a
what
little
it is.
bit.
You ain't no fan of
I
boxing.
seen a
You're
little
a fan of
bit.
Bud. You're not
Just
a
a
fan
little
of
bit.
boxing. You're a
Just
fan
a
of
little bit.
Bud. You
Yo, one
can't
at a
stay up
time, one
here
at a
trying
time,
to
one at a time, y'all.
cut Bud out, and we're
One
not
at a
gonna
Just a
have
time.
little
that up
bit.
here, bro.
And if he
You
take Bud ass
tripping.
out, I'm gonna say,
You
oh
asked the
shit.
question. You
One at a
asked the
Because
question
time,
and you
fellas.
I'm
got
a
Hey,
the
fellas,
fan
answer.
of
one at a
You
boxing. You
time.
asked the
understand
question
me?
and you got the answer.
I'm
Period.
telling you. I'm
Yo,
telling
You
you.
asked the question,
So
so I'm stepping up to the plate and giving you the answer. He dunked Kell Brook, he dunked Sean Porter, he dunked Danny Garcia, he dunked Jordanis Ugas, he dunked Keith Thurman, and he dunked Manny Pacquiao. Now what?
That's facts.
Hey,
That's
That
oh,
ain't
facts.
stop
that's facts.
now
That's
Oh
what?
facts.
shit,
That
that's
ain't
facts.
stop
Cause
now
Shorty said
what?
it was
That ain't
facts.
stop now what?
Get
We're
the
gonna
fuck
talk
out of
every
here.
one of those
I
guys
don't care how
when
much
he
you
comes
holler,
up to
Busta
fight.
Rhymes. I don't give a fuck.
one at a time,
Period.
one at a time,
Fuck
Period.
one at a
that.
time.
Period.
Fuck that. This ain't
Hey,
my
one at a
first
time.
rodeo, motherfucker.
You
One
asked the
at a
question
time. One
and
at a
I
time.
answered
One
it.
at a time, fellas. You know what I'm saying? Now, I think, the reason why, Terence Crawford, you know what I'm saying, why they didn't make the November 19th date, I think the man, you know what I'm saying, he had to wait for that that hairline toupee. You know what I'm saying? He had to wait for that glue to set. You know what I'm
What the
saying?
fuck?
And I
Who you
think
talking
Yeah.
about, Mayweather?
no, God, Terence Crawford hairline be way back on his damn
Oh
head
man,
and
y'all
shit.
talking about that hairline and shit. See, I told y'all be in here
Come
talking
on,
like the
man.
super
You
friend,
know
man.
that
Man,
damn
look.
glue don't set. It take at least
Yo,
4 weeks for that damn glue to set. You know what I'm
yo,
saying?
look.
Crazy.
I just got something to say, bro. I've been listening to everything y'all saying. I agree completely with him, bro. Everything that man said was facts. That man ducked all them people he said he ducked. And for the dude who's saying that it's facts because King Judah said it's facts, no, it's facts because it's a fact. I told y'all when I first got on here, these Bud Crawford fans don't remember
Oh,
history.
here we go.
What he asked my man to say? What he just asked my man? Oh, pull up when he ducked Kell Brook. I told you they don't know their history, pull. They arguing new lies. They don't know the old truths. That's why every
Nah,
time you
nah,
give
nah.
them a fact,
Hold
Hey,
on.
now
So
that
y'all just in
Steve-O
the
know his
newspaper
shit. Now
articles or some shit like y'all. Y'all
nah,
Steve-O
man.
know
go
his
ahead,
shit.
Paul. Go
He
ahead,
know his
Paul. I let Paul
Nah,
talk.
nah.
Steve-O know his
I
shit. Now
digest the
he
point. Go
Nah,
just
ahead, Paul. Go ahead,
nah,
Paul.
he
nah,
just a
nah. Cause
blood
I
he
heard that
just a
man.
blood Crawford
I heard
fan.
that man. Nah, I heard my boy give him
Now,
every fact. He asked that man who did Bud duck. He told him in order who Bud ducked when
I
he first
said
got to 147,
who Bud ducked that 147. These
and he
dudes
gave
said
you
he ducked
everybody.
Pacquiao when he got paid out from Bob Evans. We just talked about this 30 minutes ago for fucking
Didn't
not
Bomac
securing the Pacquiao
didn't
fight.
Bomac tell him not to sign sign that contract, and didn't
I know
Bomac
what
also
I
tell the
know
world?
where he got
Didn't know?
paid out.
Let me talk, brother. I let y'all talk the whole time. And
Oh, go
didn't
ahead, go
Bomac
ahead.
also And didn't
let him
Bomac
talk. Let him
also
cook, Steve. You got it.
and
Go
didn't
ahead.
Bomac also tell us? Did he tell the whole world when we first got to 147, we could have fought Errol Spence, but we chose Jeff Horn? Didn't he tell us that? Now that's who you forgot, Ben, is you forgot that they ducked Errol Spence too, because Bomac told you they could have had Errol Spence if they wanted him, and they chose Jeff Horn.
Now, probably the best thing for Errol Spence. Was he like 12-0 at the time?
Man, Errol Spence would have beat the fuck out of him before that car accident. He would have beat Terence Crawford ass into a coma.
You want to be 12-0?
But shit, Errol Spence was ready for him. It seemed like Bomac wasn't ready for Errol Spence. Terence Crawford wasn't ready for Errol Spence.
And Bomac ain't making no decisions either.
Why he ain't? It seemed like
decision.
No, look, it seemed like Bomac stopped him from fighting Spence, and he stopped him from fighting Pacquiao. But he not making no decisions though.
Yeah, you got to have watched that. Yeah, you know, he did say that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bomac came out and said that shit.
The Bud, you know, did or did not do any of you guys know if he had it in his contract mandated that he gets a payout if he can't get the Manny Pacquiao fight secured?
You get a payout.
No, please, come on. I'll let you cook. I just want some answers. It's a yes or no.
I know he didn't sign the damn contract with Pacquiao.
That's all that matters.
But did he
that's
get
all that matters
for it?
Man, I don't give a damn what his money is, bro. Like, that's like y'all do telling me about. Yeah, because y'all, but bro, why is you talking about money when I'm telling you his trainer said we ducked Errol Spence because we ain't want no fucking smoke? Why was you talking about his money?
Yelling though.
But why you trying to walk me around the block, bro? You talking about
trying
respect.
To walk you around the block.
I just told you, asked me who he ducked. That man just told you everybody he ducked, and I just added one, and Pool Counter just verified.
And I just got one of your biggest ducks thrown out of court. It ain't even admissible.
Man, what is you talking about?
It wasn't no duck, and he got paid for it.
But what is you talking about?
I'm talking about facts. I just told you what I'm talking about.
Man, that wasn't that's not no damn fact. You walking around. You trying to walk me around the block, and you're not dealing with a rookie.
Out of all them
you ain't throw out shit.
Manny Pacquiao was the biggest duck on that list. Pool, let me know now. Out of that list, Manny Pacquiao was the biggest duck out of all the ones they just named, right?
No, I think the biggest duck was the one. I think the biggest duck was Errol Spence because y'all spent 4 years saying Errol Spence was scared of him and his fat ass trainer. His fat ass trainer just told you that we ducked Errol Spence first before we ducked anybody.
He didn't tell me shit. I ain't heard this shit.
Just like when that listen. Just like when I said you don't pay attention, my nigga. Just like I said you don't pay attention, my nigga. You obviously Steve-O don't know everything, Pool Counter. Obviously, Steve-O don't know all his shit because he just told you he never heard Bomac say that. So why is you arguing with me?
Yeah, he probably didn't see the video.
So you mean I'm supposed to be fucking watching everything these motherfuckers say?
Y'all ain't gonna look at
I did.
I got my back in Atlanta.
I listened to everything they said. I listened to everything they said. I listened to everything they said. I am keeping it real. You ain't keeping it real. I listened to everything they said.
That's willing to come up here.
It's a lot of motherfuckers saying, "No, you lying." That's cap. I said, "What? I ain't heard that." That's real. I ain't heard that. I'm not gonna say you lying, and I'm not gonna call you a liar.
Steve gave me a ride in Atlanta and shit. So you know he the only one that had my back.
Shit to shout it, man.
Oh, that's why you riding for him then.
No, he's the only Bud fan on the panel. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that because I'm the only one strong enough to handle y'all little pack of wolves, y'all little goddamn fucking starch and shit.
But he's right, Steve. You know what I'm saying? You know,
I don't want to hear that shit, man. Just because the man talking about because they ain't get them here Bomac. I don't give a fuck about no fat ass Bomac. What he got to say, man? I might not even click on that shit. I keep scrolling.
You know,
so you know what's going on better than Bomac. That's what you're saying.
Man, I'm supposed to listen to you.
I'm supposed to listen to you before I listen to what Bomac said. We supposed to listen to you before we listen to what Bomac said.
I told Pool back when y'all was arguing about this man want $20 million, and I know what the fuck y'all talking about. I said, I'm hollering when the fight is on. So that's it. Motherfucker just arguing about bullshit.
Leave his promoter and take 35% to fight him now, right? Said Just Do. What's going on, Just Do? Said Bomac on record for saying that. Yeah, I saw that video too.
All the real boxing fans, we heard this shit. We know he said it. We know
Oh
he said the
goddamn!
shit.
Was it on Dante Boxing Nation?
Just do in the
I get that
building,
nigga.
goddamn it.
I get that more pop up every morning,
Y'all
baby. It might
please
have been on the
subscribe
motherfucker
to
I don't
Just
fuck
Do
with.
Boxing, man. Just Do be over there doing his
The put-
thing, man. He be cooking on fights that's coming up and coming and stuff, man. That dude be on it, bro.
I
I mean,
know
he be
Paul
putting
Counter
out a
did a
great
video
body
on
work.
it. I
On
know.
what?
I gotta search your shit, Paul Counter. I know you said something about it. The boat man open his mouth.
Oh, I probably did. You know
Man,
what
I
I'm
know
saying?
you did. I'll check.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna put this on real. Paul Counter didn't say it. I don't believe it, and I damn sure don't believe never half of what that motherfucker say.
He said, y'all cooking. He says, big salute. He said, much respect. What's going on? Just Do T20 _20 in the building. What's going on? All my regular folks back in the
I think me and
building.
Duda get arguing every time we be on this bitch too.
Man, that's King Judah, bro.
Yeah,
King
man.
Judah
Every
be
time,
on it.
man, we be got there acting up.
King Judah be on it, bro. You can't be, you got to know your shit, boy. You got to be on everything, bro.
And you
Man, I
gotta
used to
lie when
see.
you say you don't know either, goddamn. I ain't lying if I
He
don't know.
be
If I
on,
ain't
he
fucking
be
hear
on
that shit, I ain't.
everything, bro. He,
If I ain't hear that shit, I ain't hear that shit.
subscribe to Inside the
And
Square
that's on
Circle.
Zone
You know what I'm
6.
saying? That's King Judah channel, man. So you can see how he be cooking, man. He passionate, you know what I'm saying, about this boxing thing. You know what I'm saying? So, please subscribe to Inside the Square Circle. I love his videos, bro. The dude be on point with it. You know what
I
I'm saying?
appreciate it, bro. My thing, I'm gonna tell y'all something about how I feel about it. At this point, I think we all in agreement that we might not get this fight for whatever reason. At this point, I'm not even pointing fingers no more. But for whatever reason, we might not get this fight. I'm really on some shit like, bro, I want to see the new generation. I mean, I want to talk about Frank Martin.
Oh yeah.
Shoo. What that dude we were
Oh
watching that night
man, I
for?
love
Shoo.
that cat,
Man, I'm
man.
ready.
That
I'm
cat
ready.
is so nice with it.
Yeah,
I got
man, I'm
some
ready.
real shit to say though, man. How are we gonna get these guys to fight, man? They got a bad crop in front of them that didn't fight.
Right.
Well, I believe the new generation different. I believe that new generation built different. Them dudes not gonna
I
avoid
hope
each other,
so,
bro.
man.
I don't believe they're gonna do it, bro. I'm being real with you. Like after you get past like the Tank Davises, that hold it. See the real new guys like the Frank Martins, the Keyshawn Davises, and the Shoes. Man, them dudes
Oh
gonna fight each other.
man. Every
Them dudes
time
gonna
I
fight each other.
watch that young cat fight, man, I am impressed by his skills, bro.
Yeah.
I'm just
Which
like, look at
one?
this dude, man. He be throwing double hooks. He change up the
Salute to
hook.
the panel,
Man, he
fellas.
be doing shit in there. I just be like, wow, man, this kid is gonna be a champion.
Which one
Yo,
you
what up?
talking about, Paul?
Shoo, talking about the new guys that's coming up,
Yeah,
the new crop.
I was in the building that night, watching him, Shakur, Jahad Tucker. That was a solid card, man. Them the young prospects.
Them the one that fighting, boy.
Some
They
good
fight.
talent.
Yeah.
What's good with y'all fellas?
Man, we up here just cooking, bro. Just cooking.
Oh, I hear
man.
y'all. As soon as I came in here, I said, damn, y'all cooking. I ain't even been in here 20 seconds. Y'all was on it already.
Yeah.
For real.
But you know what though, man? I miss them USA. What was that Tuesday night fight?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, you get to see, man. You get to see. You see them boys bang it out every Tuesday.
Do you feel like we getting less boxing now or something, man?
Everybody want pay-per-view.
Yo, they digging a hole in our pocket, and I just was talking about something. Free TV, I'm all for them free TV fights. They bugging with these pay-per-views. They're not even worth the money they charging us at all, and it's sad.
Hey, who was that dude you was talking about that was after Shakur Stevenson? I think you said, was it Shakur? I think you was talking about. It was a Mexican fighter. That you was talking about. Damn, I think you said he was after. I think you said he was after Shakur. Damn, I got to get my shit together.
Was I talking about Teddy Atlas? Maybe.
No, you wasn't talking about Teddy.
You said. When you talking about
Tito Mercado.
Yeah, Tito Mercado.
Ernesto Mercado and Ernesto Tito Mercado. Yeah, he been calling for some smoke. He been talking real reckless about Keyshawn. He said Keyshawn don't got no chin, but he said not taking nothing from him. He said he's skilled, but he said he ain't got no chin. He said when he hope he get a chance to fight him because he gonna show people that Keyshawn ain't who he say he is. But he had a whole story, and I don't think you could blame Keyshawn for his experience fully, but I can understand why he targeting Keyshawn because he said basically they told him in the Olympics, no matter what, you ain't gonna beat this kid. You not gonna beat. You can't beat him because we invested too much money in him. He said they told him straight like that. He said he called out. I know the trainer K Karoma. He called him out by name. He said he was teaching him the wrong shit on purpose so he could get his ass beat. I thought that was crazy. Like, I just didn't feel like he was lying, and I could understand why he felt like that about Keyshawn, but I still heard him. He still gave him his credit at the end of the day. He said he could fight, ain't taking nothing from him. But then he mentioned Shakur too. He said, Shakur better stay in his lane. Hey, I said, what?
That thing about boxing, though, that shit could be 100% true. It's that fucked up, man.
Yeah.
So King Judah might be right. This next group, man, they coming up already with beef, and they ain't even nowhere in the ring. You know what I'm saying? They ain't even know. You know what I'm saying? I heard you say that.
Making waves, man. He making waves, especially coming at EJ like that.
Man, EJ getting the hell on after this fight, man. He about to pop like Shakur and goddamn Devin.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because you can imagine the battles we're gonna see up at 154, because all roads lead to 154.
Charlo getting the hell on, I promise you.
I think, man, who y'all see Spence fighting first at 54? It's fat.
Man, but does it really matter?
No,
you know what I'm saying? Because it's so stacked with dudes he can fight.
You know what though?
But for a good conversation, it's worth like guess who he might.
I gotta go, y'all. Hey, y'all, good cook today, man. I'll be listening. My Bluetooth about to die.
All right, bro. All right, who's real?
Him and Castano got some old beef.
Oh yeah, of course. They got that amateur. You know, EJ looking out for that. You know, he want that.
Man, I don't know, man. He didn't get the same strength, man. Because hell, Charlo was knocking his ass silly.
Charlo impressed me with the way he responded in that rematch. I thoroughly enjoyed his performance.
Charlo is a throwback.
Some of the top fights of the year. The one with Harrison and the one against Castano. Them was some great fight, man. He showed his mettle. What they say, you know.
The women's side, Franchon Cruz had a hell of a fight. She come to bring it. I mean, I don't think she's as skillful as Clarissa, but she come to fight, man. She be throwing them things.
Yes, sir. You know, they trying to get Clarissa out that spot, bro.
Hey, man, did y'all see they stripped her? The Ring magazine?
Yeah, I just made a video about that shit.
Sneaky motherfuckers, man.
Matter of fact, you the one who inspired me to do the video, because when I saw your video, I was like, yeah, they script the girl and stuff, and I said they don't want her because she gonna end up being undisputed at goddamn 6-7 weight class.
They know it, and I think they doing anything that could potentially halfway dim her light, because she's still special. No belt. That's what I said in my live. The belts don't determine her value. The quality of opponents that she beat and the level of fighter she is, get the belts their value. It's not the other way around, man. The more fighters get on board with that, the less we're here. Oh, do you got a belt and you need a belt before we fight, man? The belts don't determine the level of the fighter, especially if you got it off a title holder and not a true champion. I think King Judah was just cooking on it. All them champions ain't created the same. I don't know. It's just what it is.
But in the 4-belt era, like really, everybody gonna get at least one cakewalk, if not two. You know, back when the bad boy was banging out with 2 belts, you had to bring it. But shit, now, man, somebody can. Like, what the ring? Fuck that shit. They gotta throw that shit in the trash.
But you know what they looking at? But you know what they looking at, Justin, with Clarissa? She's still young, and she still got a positive mindset because she loved to fight, and that's dangerous because she's gonna go even further. So they got to shut her down, bro.
I agree, I think this right here was a weak attempt. It's cool that y'all tried, but I think y'all underestimating her mental capacity to kind of use this shit as motivation. Like, she not gonna be depressed about y'all talking about no belt. You better believe that. That shit ain't gonna distract her from the task at hand. She just gonna go out there and perform and make more history. And how could you not appreciate somebody that damn near every time they step into the ring, it's against the best possible quality opponent, and she pitching shutouts.
That's the problem.
You can't appreciate that.
See, that's the problem. She's too good for her own good, and she's too honest when she told Canelo to step it up. You know what I'm saying? She entered the politics side.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Why y'all think she kind of doubled back on that Canelo stuff, it seemed like, man?
Because she see the power that be. Why you think Jamel won't talk about Canelo in a negative way?
Hey,
That
Paul,
fucking
That's
you
right.
like
Vito
the second, third
Corleone.
person I heard use that angle. I'm starting. That sound like
He
math to me. That
protected.
ain't no coincidence that y'all think like this. Yeah,
He
I'm starting to
protected.
think that's real, bro. The timing of it is weird. It's like,
But
huh?
It ain't no weird.
what
It
De
is
La
what it
Hoya said.
is.
Like
You
what?
remember? You remember De
What you
La Hoya
talking
said
about?
these bosses scared to say it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah,
Yeah,
they
man.
scared to say it because they know, man. Yo, man. If for a second that Rolly versus Tank fight would have been boring, man, they had 15 tweets. Man, this shit, they might not did it with Tank, but if it was Devin, one of the one that they really don't want to fuck with, man, it's boring.
Uh-huh.
Arrow would have said something, man, I'm finna go to sleep. Arrow gonna say some funny shit.
I just got done cooking on that a little bit because
And
people
nobody
was
said
doing
nothing
that
about this.
with
Nobody had
Shakur.
one tweet about Bivol beating it. Well, they were tweeting about Bivol.
Yeah.
But that Triple G fight, I went to sleep on that shit.
Hey, man, I was live calling that fight, and no exaggeration. I bullshit y'all not. That was the first fight that I called that I was trying to like be active and where I was feeling like I was falling asleep on live, bro. I ain't falling asleep all the way, but my eyes, I was fighting it. I'm like, man, I was just mad that they did that. I said, man, they know what they did, y'all. And I don't know, us a lot of people that fell for it, but us real ones didn't. We knew damn well this fight was overcooked. It should have happened back to back to back, if anything. Not 3 years later when this dude, they both needed each other. It's crazy how that situation worked out. He lost to Beagle. Remember, he said he wasn't never fighting him again? Say he would never fight Triple G again, but you got your ass beat by Beagle. Ain't nobody asked you to go bothering that man while he was over there where he from, minding his business. You get beat up.
It was because he got
But
caught
what
with that
insults,
clenbuterol.
but what
Triple G
insults
said
our
something about it.
intelligence, what insults boxing fans' intelligence that this man could say he's not going to fight Mexican fighters. You know what I'm saying? When half the damn fighters in the league is Mexican and black. You know what I'm saying? He's not fighting Mexican fighters. You're not fighting black fighters.
What is
It's like who
Angulo?
you
Is
going to fight?
Alfredo
White
Angulo
people?
Mexican? I think he is.
No,
Alfredo
I'm
Angulo. I know
saying
that's old, but
half his career was built
what
on
about
Mexican fighters.
Josecito Lopez, y'all? I
Not
mean, I
only
could
did
have
he say
swore
it, he
that was the
did
man.
it.
Yeah, at 154. He fought him at 150 or 147 or
So you
154. One of them.
telling me where was this train of thought when you dragged him up a weight class and beat on him? And to be honest, if you wasn't bigger and stronger than him, he would have been beating your ass because he was getting with you. But it's like you've seen the size and the power just take over for Canelo because Josecito was fighting a damn good fight until he started getting touched a little bit. I'm like, man, I get on Canelo, and I think the people that's super fans of his, they can't understand the criticism. They think it's about hating him or tearing him down.
No, they
it's
know
about
what it
calling
is.
out the bullshit in boxing. That dude get paid. He got paid $45 million to have a high level 12 rounds pay-per-view sparring match. You can't tell me that's what nobody got hurt. I never seen 12 rounds Triple G fight 12 rounds ever in none of his fights, and his power didn't like show up. You get what I'm saying? It was like non-existent. Right. It was never there. All he reduced Triple G to nothing but a jab, and that's why they did all that hugging and showing. Where was this knockout energy that Canelo was promising he wanted to knock out? I seen it for about 4 rounds until you shot your load, then you went right back into just doing enough to win. Where's the big drama show that Triple G be promising us all this years? Where's this Mexican style? Notice how we ain't hear nothing about the big drama show in Mexican style? They asked that man about the fight. He said, come on, guys. This is high-level boxing. When have you ever heard Triple Z say high-level boxing? So he preached a big drama show in Mexican style. Where was that shit at? 40-year-old Golovkin need to be out of boxing. No disrespect. He can't pull the trigger no more. It's over. A puncher.
But even before that, you know what I'm saying, they put these fighters in a bubble, in a protection bubble.
Yes.
So they can't be touched. Yes. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I start really giving them respect, because when you stop fighting, you know what I'm saying, the best dudes and stuff, and you start dodging and you start systematically moving around strategically, and shit like that. You can't say you the best, bro.
You can't be the face of boxing, not willing to fight all comers, bro. You got everything. And he act like he insulted that Benavidez want to fight you, bro. You got all the belts. The dude fought back-to-back title eliminators and won them. He want to fight you. If you don't think he should want to fight you, won't you just get him belts up? He probably would give up hope of fighting you. You get what I'm saying? It's like, bro, you can't hold all the belts and then be mad when somebody want to fight. fight. After what I just seen with him and Triple G, I bet anybody that's no longer as much as close. I think it's a little further away from 50-50 after what I just seen. I think David
ruined the trilogy.
Wrong style for him. I do.
Man, I think David will beat the brakes off Canelo right now. Canelo, I think the biggest secret in boxing is that Canelo is in full decline, bro. He got too many fights.
Too many. 60
you know what I'm saying? You see how he looked. You see how he looked against Bivol. You see how he looked. He already got a stamina problem. You know, David Benavidez never stopped throwing.
He a good bluffer. You see, he good at bluffing, Canelo, making it seem like he's doing something like that pressure that he liked to all that little, posturing and bobbing and we little in and out movements he like to do. It's like it looked good, but I ain't fooled. That shit is bluffing, man. He don't throw. He's not.
If you Canelo, and you fight Benavidez and he beat you, you might as well take that crown off and put it on his head. And he said, "Fuck
it's already
that."
on there. It's already on there.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't.
To me, when you start dodging a dude, that man done fought 5 eliminators. You know what I'm saying? You won't give him a shot.
I'm sorry. They want the Mexican population. The Mexican population is gonna crown him the new whatever.
Did y'all hear him?
Canelo said no. He said Shaka Zulu ain't gonna be no more.
When he said he ain't fighting Mexicans, he gave a whole explanation.
Yeah, that's when the crown transferred right then.
Until he fight the people that want to fight him back, that crown he got on his head, that's just like I called it. That's a Burger King crown, and I ain't looking at it nothing more than that.
He abdicated when he said he wasn't gonna fight Mexican. We already know he's not fighting none of the top black fighters. He abdicated the throne right there when he said that. Now you're an exhibition fighter now.
Yeah, when we break this down, people interpret it as hate, and I be urging people to just listen more. And you tell me or anybody when we said something that's hating and that's not true. He has a manufactured resume. A lot of people say he got so much better after he lost to Floyd. I will say he improved defensively, like upper body wise, head movement a little bit. But the only thing he truly got better at, y'all, is bluffing and picking his fights, man. Selecting his fights, he got very good at
picking his spots. Right, he fights.
And let me tell you though, to tie it into we like Batman and Joker. To tie it into the Terence Crawford thing. This is just for me. This is my personal thing. I know he had Bob Arum, so I can't really put everything on him. I can't put anything on him because Bob is full of shit and been full of shit.
Let me get King Judah
right now. It's the first fight.
Bring
his ass on back in here. But I'm saying though, we know Canelo got away from De La Hoya, so he could point and choose who he wanted. Who he fought since then was what Danny Jacob? Was that his last fight on the De La Hoya?
I think so. I think it was Dan.
And then he went on a European tour.
Got up out of there.
He said, "Fuck that." So that's
and I hate when
that's the biggest difference.
He doing what Floyd did. Do y'all know he's 32? Floyd wasn't doing that at 32. That's how I know some of y'all ain't watched Floyd's career the way they act. Y'all don't understand.
It's just a talking point. It's
just
an
he wasn't
excuse.
taking the fights that early. He wasn't sitting here talking about who he not going to fight. That shit sound bogus. When you get, I'll fight Wilder. I'll get knocked out by Wilder in front of all of y'all for 45 million. I'm sorry, bro. Just get my hospital bag ready because I know I'm going. I know it.
Get it ready.
45 million, bro. Even the 20 that Triple G got. Man,
but you see, just the problem is what we don't want to see and what we don't want to admit is that boxing, they turning boxing into a showcase fight business.
Yes,
that's what they're turning it into.
Too much,
and we don't want to admit it. We're holding on to the past, and that's what Canelo, that's what Tank, that's what a lot of these fighters are doing. They're fighting showcase fights and eliminating the risk.
Man, yo, yeah, man.
You know, I'm saying some real shit.
Here, man. You calling that shit
all
out,
exhibitions.
I'm telling you, and that shit gotta stop, man. We don't need exhibitions are not boxing. Like y'all, if that's what y'all want to do, go compete in exhibitions where it don't count on your record, where we could just ignore the shit out this sideshow. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you in a boxing right now, that's why I said we in these next few months. Like, think about it. Think about how many people fought after the 15. Pretty much the who's what just about had fought. So it's like nobody got no more room. I want to see what everybody next move is. I'm talking about everybody at 35, everybody at 40. Like, just think about it, y'all. Everybody got some type of fight out their way where it's like, y'all got to show us something, especially the ones at 35. Tank and
Well,
Crawford.
with smoke on this, David Morrell Jr. should be all up in the mix. Why isn't he fighting, you know what I'm saying, somebody good up at 168? You know what I'm saying? Hey, that dude is a dynamic fighter, but you know what I'm saying, they're trying to move so strategically.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
November, don't he?
I forgot who he was fighting, but what I'm saying is, why isn't he? You know, he got a I think he got a minor title.
Yeah,
right?
he do. You right.
So he should be fighting somebody, either David Benavidez or Canelo.
You know what it seemed like, Paul? It seemed like maybe his team is holding him back from himself. Because it seemed like if he had it his way, like he seemed like he would fight these dudes, but I don't know if the team is necessarily wanting to. I'm kind of getting that with some of these fighters, and I'll be trying to understand instead of sit up and blame. I'll be trying to figure it out. Like, is it him?
It's been that way.
Ain't ready yet, and I don't know.
It's been that way since the beginning of boxing, man.
Yeah, man.
They know who you can't beat. They can see. They can watch.
Yeah, you're right.
They out there like me. They like, nah, he don't want this smoke. He don't want this smoke.
I say give him. I ain't mad if they can get him some more fights. But I ain't one of those guys that's like, yo, he ain't ready. Like, if you call that man name and you're a grown man and you participate in that same sport and same weight division, get your ass. I ain't saving you. Once you say you ready,
I'm like this.
I want to see it.
If I'm the president of Showtime and I ain't seen Errol Spence in the fucking ring all year, that's a problem.
Oh no, that's a fact.
And I don't give a fuck who fought that is.
No, you're right. You're right.
Having that meeting. Earnings and what the fuck? Hey, man,
that's blasphemy. You talking that blasphemy, so the shit shutting you down. I said you can't talk that shit over here by EJ. Your shit will get shut down, bro.
People thoughts though when it comes to that situation, it's so interesting to me. It's like some of the stuff people say they really be believing it. Like I always try to tell people when we speaking to them two fighters, they both great, but strip their names aside. Just say fighter in the blue corner, fighter in the red corner. It's one of those individuals that has moved with more transparency than the other one. It's just simple. It's just that simple. So it's like when people be blaming, like playing that blame game, I'd be like, did y'all really follow Errol Spence' career? Did you really hear what he said? And did you actually see that the shit he said is the shit he did almost in the order he said it? You can't make this shit up. I only say this is only directed to people that got so much venom towards him, and like I'll be hearing the hatred. I'll be like, damn, you sure? I'll be like, did he mess with your girl, yo?
I know, like that nigga the Antichrist, man.
For real, they be pissed off.
Man,
like,
I'm telling you, man.
He's holding up the fight. I'm like, what? The dude that told you he was going to collect belts and did it? Y'all mad at that? That's weird, yo.
Man, like, these mother mad. Then there's some sick folks out of here, man. You know, you can't even pay no attention to their ass. The hate on Errol. If you hate on, the truth is, if you hate on, how the fuck you hate on Errol? This motherfucker's a Marvel fucking movie.
He get thrown from a car and come back and fight.
That nigga the Black Panther, nigga. The Black Panther. You know what I'm saying? That nigga, what he call T'Challa? And I try to tell people that all emotions aside, just looking at the two men, it's one of them that's just being more easy to read when it comes to the outside world. The people are able to gauge, and we can hear what he said, and we can see him actually do it. We got another one, and this is no slight. It's just what has happened. You got one guy that's blamed everything and everybody but the man in the mirror. He ain't never said what accountability do he hold as an individual in a situation with it not happening? Because all I heard was him passing the buck from, is this the promoter? Then he threw me for a loop when he blamed the fans. I was like, boy, you really know how to make people not like you. Like,
put yourself in the position though. Put yourself in the E4 position though. They got an immense amount of pressure. They got y'all talking shit about their ass. Yeah. I don't heard Paul say some shit, man. Paul ain't. But I
love the fighters though.
He got the code to the hideout. The shot layer, whatever y'all call it. He got the code to that man.
He be laid back and cooking. Got that laid back.
That'd be a lot of pressure. So if you hear him, you're gonna lash out. Like his sister hearing this shit. We talk about his sister hearing shit. Man, let me tell y'all something. Any one of y'all got sisters.
Yeah.
When somebody talk about you What the fuck your sister finna do?
Nah, you right.
You can't set her up. You can't
But
muzzle her. That's your sister.
she need to consider that she ain't even got to prove nothing. You know why? Because if your brother is who you know he is, you ain't even got to put up no argument for him. You ain't got to. Right. But only thing I disagree with her is the pick a side thing. I was like, man, this is not the street, bro. This is sports. We don't. Man, and look at Ashley's corners. She said this best, man. We don't pick a side. We pick a winner. You get what I'm saying? And I think that makes sense.
Nobody ain't coming out to no cornfield so they can have a tactical advantage. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
it's not happening. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to bring that shit.
He was when he just said that. Ain't nobody going out to no cornfield.
Ain't nobody going out. No, he just said he bringing that bag back to the cornfield. Got to buy him a couple.
That's more. Right, goddamn it. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas be tearing your ass up with them corn stalks.
But you know what I'm saying?
I did watch Children of the Corn, man. They fucked you up out there.
Remember when Crawford said they spoke and how he spoke about Spence, said he a cool dude, and he said they both wanted to fight. I always hold on to that. And I feel like everything said after that was just like publicity moves. I focus on that because
everything from that.
You heard from the man, so you got the chance to gauge his energy. So I could believe that y'all both want to fight as opposed to anything that's going on right now.
I'm gonna tell you, I just don't want to hear. I don't want to hear no more propaganda coming from either camp. I just I'd rather just be radio silence.
Hey, Paul, but guess what? One camp ain't been saying nothing. Remember, I'll tell you the last thing I heard EJ say, like that mattered. He took responsibility for ever mentioning the business in public and said from this point on, I'm not mentioning it no more. And I don't think I heard him publicly mention it again.
That was one. And what was the next thing? I signed everything.
That nigga real, man.
The next thing was I done agreed to everything. Ball in your court. That was wrong.
Yeah. Then now it become the blame game and shit.
Things.
Yeah.
And I told Paul this way back in the day. You don't tell no man what you gonna get him. Now you done fucked up. Now we really finna have hardball.
Well, you
told you that a while ago. I said, yo,
that's less than what he tried to come in hot for. So nobody ain't really crying about that. We want to see Crawford get everything he wants, but we don't want this stuff to get in the way of the fight.
I really do.
Boxing gonna get great again, and when people start giving a fuck.
No, I'm saying what I'm saying is I want him to get everything he wants, but I don't want other things, him bringing up other stuff to get in the way of the fight is what I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what the split was between Ali and Foreman?
I mean, I don't care that, saying if you get 35, 50, 60, I don't give a damn.
Yeah.
The thing is that this is the best fight. It's the best fighter he ever fought, and he got a problem. That's what I got a problem with. If you can make the fight with Thomas Delorme, if you can make the fight with Sean Porter, Kell Brook, you can make the fight with EJ. What's the problem? That's your brother. You know what I'm saying?
Just to point it out, it was a little difficult making each of those fights. Whenever it's time to fight somebody that's of quality that could challenge them, it's a situation, and that's just what I said. That's what I always say. Personal. It's just that's how he. Aram say he the hardest dude to work with.
How did you hear what the split was between him and Mikey Garcia?
Say that again.
How long it took for you to even hear what the split was? I found out it was 50-50. I was like, God, damn, for real?
That was his first pay-per-view, bro. They didn't know what the hell they were gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Man, that was his first pay-per-view.
No, that was the purchase of that. I'm not gonna beat your ass. Just don't knock me out. They said, shit, I got you, bro.
No, Mikey Garcia brought his set of fans, and Errol brought you. They did it in Texas.
The whole conversation, Paul. I don't want to hear that shit you talking, Paul. I know you're asking for your boy, man. Man,
I'm just letting you know what it is. It is what it is. Man, you know what I'm saying?
Eric they kept that man woke, man.
I think King Judo on the other line. Look, King Judo. Okay. I see that got quiet when King. I thought King Judo was gonna come on in here, boy.
Shit, break King Judo back on in here, back on in here. I'm here, Thanos Hill, goddamn. Thanos Hill. Y'all singing the song. Y'all had band together. One of me.
Yeah, but on the real, man, I was really disappointed that they missed the date, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was just hoping for some kind of miracle that this shit was gonna happen, even though logic told me that there's no way in the world it was gonna happen.
I don't think it was gonna be this year, man, at any time, man. I think they missed it. I think they wanted September. Because like now you finna get everybody with their Thanksgiving money, with everybody with their Christmas money, man. You want that tax money. That thing, it might even get pushed to February. I don't know, bro. Cause they missed it, man.
I knew once they tried to convince us that they was going not only had this fight, but had the training camps and promoted in 2 months. I told people, and it's crazy because people kept talking about their sources. I'm like, no disrespect. I'm using common sense. I don't need no source to tell me this. 2 months, because it was like exactly like 2 months out when I first heard
2 months,
19th date. I said, so y'all telling me they about to promote the biggest fight or possibly one of the biggest fights in boxing and train for it in 2 months? Exactly. I say, yo, that's how we know we prisoners of the moment, because we believe some shit even when we know it don't make math, it don't make sense, so you know it ain't happening.
I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you what made it defy sense. It's because they were already training. Yeah, we already seen footage of them training. We seen Terence Crawford training at Snack. We seen Earl Smith Jr. training. You know, so right after the fight with Uga. So we thought, oh, they for the surprise our ass, just like BJ did with the Pacquiao fight. So we saw them training. You know what I'm saying? We said, oh man, they doing some secret shit. So you know what I'm saying? They just gonna jump. You know what I'm saying? Jump out there and surprise us. Now that don't make no damn sense. You know what I'm saying? That don't make no sense.
You know what though?
They played us, y'all.
They covered the bag all the way because ain't no way Spence wasn't supposed to go in that goddamn ring after that last fight. Yo, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no way Spence wasn't supposed to go in that bar. Somebody supposed to pull them in that bar. Get your ass in the ring, man. Because they finna try to charge what they charging for Wilder, 75. You know they finna.
Yeah,
for 85
man. You know what I'm saying? You know, but that's not a fight. I don't think I'm gonna buy that fight because I just don't see it as a competitive enough. I mean, it might be because Wilder might have slowed down a little bit, but I just don't think. You know what I'm saying? It's like you want to see it, but it's like. I'm like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't getting no pre-fight jitters for Wilder. For some reason, and I don't know, maybe I'm just thinking about that sparring, even though it was years ago. Very rarely, like, you hear that Wilder be putting hands all over somebody and sparring, but they said he sparred him. That definitely was the case. I heard I think he hurt him in everything, hurt Hellenius and all. I know that sparring. I see this. If his punch resistance is cool, like in terms of like no layover, you know, some like lasting effects of them fights, I think he'd be okay. I think he'd be tested a little bit, but once he get the stuff that they working on and the way he looked like rejuvenated in a way. I don't want to be corny, but he looked like that time might have did him some good mentally. Like he run around smiling and shit. He looked happy as hell.
Yeah, but he always like
good headspace.
You know, as long as he don't go in there, you know, over 125 and shit. You know what I'm saying? Looking all cock diesel, looking like a bodybuilder, you know. Looking like Anthony Joshua, swole, you know what I'm saying? He need to get back to his
long one. Oh, y'all ain't seen him?
Yeah, I saw him running.
He look slim. He look in shape. I seen him doing rope. I seen him running the track, y'all. I ain't seen that his whole career, y'all.
That's what I be trying to admit. I said, man, this nigga is running now. He running.
He heard us. He heard the people. He heard us.
Man, I ain't never seen nobody that exhausted.
Nah,
and I mean AJ done had a lot of fights where he looked like he fucking just about to deteriorate.
Yeah, I was scared for Wilder. Was like, for me, and I ain't trying to not to take nothing from Fury. Wilder looked more tired than hurt, respectfully, in that fight, and I felt so bad for him because I was like, he could barely defend himself. He's very tired right now, and it's a matter of time. When I seen the punch, I was like, man, I'm mad.
But he had that little barrage where he was, you know, where he was putting a couple of punches together. I said, oh shit, he done shot his wad. I said, he is.
Rocky when Mr. T lifted his ass and was like, man, they ain't gonna kill you.
Well, he was just too.
Remember, Mr. T was like, I ain't gonna kill you, man. But you know this.
You know, because Wilder don't throw that many punches. He don't throw but 1 or 2 shots at a time. You know what I'm saying? So if you get him throwing combinations, that nigga gonna be tired, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because that's the way he trained.
Like he should. Like, man.
I think he pressed the panic button just prematurely a bit. Like once he got hit good for the first, he kind of went back to what he know. Because you got to think he started out very controlled, patient, going to his body. He wasn't even throwing the right hand. Looked like Fury was a little confused at first at how he was coming. And then it's like once Fury landed a good shot and he started to get him to throw the right hand, he got him to go back to what he been doing that don't help him. So I credit some of that to the fact that maybe he just needs some more work with Malik Scott. And again, it's like the fact that he's not trying to reinvent him. He's just trying to polish the tools that he already had in his bag. I think that's smart. So
this is my reason for Wilder.
You described Terence Crawford and Errol Spence Jr.
I ain't gonna fall for that shit. Listen,
this is why
I put Wilder on top of Fury and AJ when this thing goes down. Wilder versus Ortiz 1 and Wilder versus Fury 1 was some of the most exciting heavyweight fight in the last since Lennox Lewis.
Yeah.
Nobody else can match those fights. I mean, man, I thought Ortiz had him out of there when he was just like when he was walking on 2 picks. I was like, yo, he's gonna knock him out. That's why I say I'm a fan of boxing. Your ass get knocked out, I'm gonna say, ow!
Yeah.
I thought Wilder was done. I was like, this motherfucker gonna do it. That's why they didn't dodge
Wilder,
man.
you know what made Wilder so exciting? He got hard, bro.
He came back from that.
He really would go out on his shit. Like
I was like, yo, Shawty is a boxer.
And Malik Scott got the message. He got the memo early. He said he loved Wilder enough to know not to throw in no damn towel. He said,
but you know what though? He got the respect, whether it's said or not. He got the respect of everybody in boxing after what he was ready to die.
Yeah.
They saw all that stuff he was talking. He ready to die. He ready to kill him.
Yeah, facts.
And that's the spirit of a warrior, man.
This like, you want to fight Fury again, y'all. Y'all heard that? He wants to fight Fury again.
Yeah. And Fury said he wouldn't do it again.
Yeah, you know why? Because he got to do all that preparation bullshit that he know he got to get into. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't no way you feel like he'll get lucky. You give Wilder too many chances at you, he gonna get you.
Knock you out.
Get lucky making it out of them fights.
He knocked Fury down what 4 or 5 times?
4 times, bro.
Like woo,
I
2 times in
getting
that
up,
fight.
man. That last 8 ball that he did, man, was the residue still in his system, man. He got up, and Fury got up like a dead man. I said, "What the what? You want to talk about
the last fight?
Off?" I said, why did you get up? How did you get up? Looking at him like
that cocaine, boy. That cocaine, a hell of a drug.
That last line, that residue that residue. He was like, popped up. Say he was asleep for a second. Man. But my thing did y'all see when Danny Jacobs got knocked out back in the day by Dimitri Peralta?
Yeah.
Did you notice how when he got flattened, he laid there to kind of collect his shit, and then he went to get up, and the referee pushed him back down. Like, nah, he was like, I'm good, right?
Nah.
Now, where was that energy for Tyson Fury? Because he was asleep for at least 5 seconds.
He was asleep. The ref said he gave him a chance. The ref said that.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
But when I rewatched it though,
he said he gave him.
He looked like he was like, oh, give me shit together. Like, give me a second. Because you got the full 8 though. It's to their discretion.
Didn't he get caught?
Jack, go ahead.
He got caught. Didn't he get caught he told Wilder to go to the wrong corner on them joints too, didn't he? Fucked up, man.
But they don't determine the count though. The ref on the side hold the count.
Yeah, Jack
so
Reese
when they look up, they got to go.
Jack Reese tried to cover and said he thought Wilder won the fight anyway, but he gave Tyson Fury the benefit of the doubt by.
He don't know that just make us more mad.
Yeah.
So if he won the fight, how come the win and loss column don't say win and it said damn draw? And we had to see this shit 2 more times. God damn it! I said,
But I know I sound like a conspiracy theorist, but it's all about social conditioning, social engineering, because they need to have, the heavyweight champion to be white guy. You know what I'm saying? That's what they want.
We gotta get some money in here, man. These black dudes ain't fighting.
I try not to say shit like that, but it's so obvious that is what happened. That's why they was willing to ignore like straight up evidence. My thing is when I ask questions and I can't get no answers, or if I watch a fight and I'm left with more questions than answers, I have a problem with that. It's some shit in them fights that I still ain't got no clear-cut explanation. I just heard people explain this shit off, and I'm like, so y'all really didn't care what happened to this man when he lost, as long as he lost. Y'all really didn't care. That's what
y'all young folks won't listen to your elders. We try to tell you.
Mm-hmm.
It's always been like this. We try to tell you, always been like this. It's imagery.
That's why you gotta make them.
Imagery.
Why you think? Let you see them books.
That's right. Yeah. What the hell you stuck in there? Hey, it's all about imagery, bro. They know it's powerful. That's
Yeah.
why they got to shut down Clarissa Shields.
Then you got
know
these
what I'm saying?
casual fans, man, talking to me, man. He got his ass
But-
beat by a white boy. I'm like, that's all y'all seen. So,
Right.
so
Like,
instead
man.
of seeing a guy that not only he could have continued his career without ever fighting him, he could have acted like he didn't exist and left him being irrelevant, out of shape, and depressed where he was at. And I'm not making fun of that, but he didn't have to fight that dude one time in the shape and condition he was in, let alone 3. And then had to push for the third one, had to go to court,
You know what?
arbitration. Man,
Now
God,
think
They
about
gonna
this,
pressure
y'all.
you
With
to do
Triple
what they want
G,
you to do.
he a
with Triple
different dude.
G and Canelo, would they be where they are if they had to fight the fights they supposed to have fought? Like if you had
Absolutely
fought,
not.
no.
Absolutely
So
not.
they had to take them and put them aside. You know what I'm saying? If they had to fight all the fight, if he had to fight Demetrius Andrade when he was popping, if he had to fight Jamel and Jamal Charlo when he was down at 154, he didn't have to fight none of them dudes. You know what I'm saying? And they made an excuse. They made a whole belt so this dude could be separate from them.
Oh,
Triple G
not only
didn't.
that, Paul. Remember what else they did? They made a whole new weight class for him, a 155, so he ain't had to
Right.
fight nobody dangerous at 54. But people will ignore that and support it. How, bro? They made a weight class for him, so he didn't
Right.
have to fight the people that weighed 154. That's bogus to me.
So I'll be going to these different channels arguing with these dudes, you know, who study all this minutia shit. You know what I'm saying? When we know this dude got a belt, so he don't have to fight nobody. We seen the special treatment, so what are we talking about, bro?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But they be sitting there arguing like I don't know nothing. I'm like, bro, we don't even need to go that
Paul,
far.
you a boxing fan. They be boxer fans. They fans of fighters, so they don't see nothing wrong with nothing he do. And I could trust me, I could understand it from the perspective like every man is dangerous. You get in there, I get that. But come on, man. When we talking about boxing at its highest level, man, it's levels to this shit, man. If you're not gonna fight the absolute best while being billed as the best, we gonna critique it because something ain't adding up. If you the best, why don't your opponent selection dictate that? Why do you have to keep selling? Why do they got to keep selling him as the face of boxing instead of letting the fights that he win explain that for him? He ain't got to talk. You know what I'm saying? You get in there and you beat the guys that you supposed to beat. Ain't nobody gonna knock you. You beat Benavidez up and see how I don't make no excuse for him getting beat up. You think I'm gonna say it was too early? Hell no. I'm gonna say he got what he asked for. He wanted it, he got it.
And see, and if you have to keep mentioning your accolades and your hairline don't match up to your damn scalp, bro, you ain't pound for pound number one.
That's all.
I just want to fuck with y'all.
That's
I
all.
want to fuck with Steve.
No, yeah, like that dude, my real cousin, man.
But boxing is simple, bro. You know what I'm saying? I try to keep it simple like that, so because people get so caught up in the minutia and all the obscure facts about, you know what I'm saying, if you don't know that, you know, Canelo, you know what I'm saying, fought at 155, and you know what I'm saying, if you don't know his last, you know, 10 opponents or what they did, you know, like you don't know shit. No,
see
bro.
every Bomac interview.
Well, you know, that's if you're talking about the minutia of shit.
He's
Now, you know,
you ain't see the Bomac interview.
I'm just saying, I gotta watch them all, goddamn.
One thing I always try to like point out to people when I speak on something, I try to make sure they understand the difference when I'm passing y'all my opinion, what the facts are, and then sometimes it's just when they be super boxer fans, they can't accept certain facts. They pass the facts off as hating. That shit is so weird to me. You could tell, let the wrong person hear you say, "Oh, this dude fought at 155," which is a fact. They're gonna get in there and argue with you as if you said something wrong. That's not hating. That's following the sport. Did you not follow?
I think the difference is that people will straight up lie to your face, and be strong.
There's an abundance of lying.
You know,
so why couldn't we believe somebody? You know.
People would just lie and stand on that lie and keep it moving.
You know what?
So how can you argue with that?
You don't really have the evidence to debunk the narrative that they pushing. And then when they find out that you actually pay attention to this shit, then they slide the goalpost somewhere else.
Right.
So
what about this? What about that? What about this? What about that? Well, you don't know shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, get out of here.
Yo, one
Just
day I was
because
talking.
somebody heard
it was Canelo. I might have been. Was it Canelo I was talking about? Could have been. He just had a fight, and somebody jumped right in the chat like, "Well, why you ain't talking about Jamal Charlo and this one and that?" They name all black fighters. I'm like, yo, you making it about something that is not. I'm talking about Canelo because he just had a fight, so it makes sense to talk about.
Me.
Well, it's
He
all
like, how
about
y'all gonna try to tell
deflection.
me
You
who the
know what I'm
fuck
saying? It's
talking
all
about?
about deflecting from the subject. When they don't want to hear something
Mm-hmm.
you were talking about, and you cooking on it, and it's sensitive because you know
Yeah,
it is
true,
what it is. It's a
true.
fact. You know what I'm saying? They deflect. Hey, well, what about Jamal Charlo? He didn't want to fight Benavidez. How come he was shit?
Oh,
Jamal
They
this
be mad
Charlo
as
is at
hell, yo.
160. He's at 160. What the hell are you talking about? He don't have to fight. I want him to fight David Benavidez because what he said, but that ain't got nothing to do with Canelo skipping a whole generation of motherfuckers out here. He done skipped a whole
but
generation of niggas. You know, he don't fight niggas.
but
He don't fight Mexicans. You know what I'm
these
saying?
mother
So
can make you think.
what are you
They can make
missing?
you think they can't move on without fighting each other. But they let them skate, man. They let that
Right.
dude skate, and finally they are finally put some pressure. You got the Teddy Atlas bitch ass. That motherfucker's a super bitch. You got
He
all
is.
these other
Oh
outlets finally
man, well,
saying,
did you
"Yo,
hear
man,
how
come
he was
on."
talking about Shakur, bro? I was like,
Oh,
what
I
the
I
cooked
didn't
on
even
that.
watch it
That
because I
was
don't
my
even watch
live a
his
I was
minute
shows,
like,
bro.
ago.
He's a
bro.
fucking
I cooked
idiot,
on that.
man.
I
Yeah.
was like, bro,
I'm
hey,
like, man,
Lomachenko, the weakest link in boxing with no belt. You know what I'm
You
saying?
want to know
Ain't
how I
even been
debunked Teddy
active.
Atlas? He was
Mm,
sitting up there irresponsibly, knowing that he got a big enough platform where some people are unfortunately going to take his word as gospel. Think about the fans that could have been their first time watching Shakur.
you know what
But you
though?
up there painting narratives talking about how bored he is and how I debunked it. You saying he born, but his last 3 fights, the numbers indicate that when they
We
peaked
got
out, it was all well over 1 million. And even at the lowest point, they still was over 1 million. So I'm trying to figure out if he born, who the hell watching him? Because me as a supporter in Jersey, knowing he's from Jersey, I'm only one person. And I use my bro Kano, he only one person. So we 2 people. We ain't where the rest of these million and some odd fans coming from if this dude's so boring. And this is 3 fights in a row. So with that, I could at least say it's some consistency there in them numbers. Doing over 1
you know
million. I know it's free TV, but
they
again,
know
we
Shakur is dog.
debunking the whole point and notion that this dude is so boring because he don't get knockouts, so ain't nobody watching him. Them numbers say a totally different story, man. And people love
You
saying
know
men
what
lie,
though?
women lie, numbers
you
don't.
know,
Well, it's the prime
Shakur,
No,
example.
I support
the whole
Shakur, and but him being from New Jersey, I wouldn't leave my car running around him. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
God, man. See, man,
You know
I'm
what I'm saying?
messing with
Them
you.
Jersey, because New
But you know
Jersey
what
people, they
though?
will steal your shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Paul, I used
Man,
to
this,
deliver food
they damn sure
to
gonna
the
steal
kids out
yours,
in
though.
North to the schools. Man, they used to be having lockdowns in the schools, kids bringing guns to school. It'd be a school I delivered to, like 2 streets over. It was just a shooting. That's how wild it used to be out there.
Oh, I
That
remember New
shit
Jersey
different.
Shore. Go watch New Jersey Shore if you know if you want to know what I'm talking about.
Mhm.
I'm old as hell. People probably like, what the
I
fuck?
remember it.
This nigga
I remember
old.
that.
Them people they used to jack cars like just like in Chicago. You
Yeah,
go to a
Jamal,
gas
you know
station
what?
and you
Yo?
run into the
Jamal and
store,
Boo Boo
your shit
need
is
each other.
gone.
He might be an embarrassment, but them 2 dudes need each other, yo. They both been a product of waiting around for one man to fight them. Meanwhile, in all that time, not really covering the right kind of ground in the sport. So I understand that the harsh critique of Jamal, but I
You
can't
know,
say that it's all his fault. Because just like Boo Boo, how is it that he about to be? Say if he fight at 168, right, and win,
Mhm.
that'll be his 3rd weight class that he been in with Canelo, and he still ain't fought that man yet. While meanwhile, irresponsibly trying to convince the boxing public that this dude fight with nobody. He's a horrible fighter. That's why I ain't fought him. Never mind, he's still undefeated and I done lost since talking shit to him and his dad. You get what I'm saying? He's still horrible, so I don't got to fight him. And it's like people
what's
really
your,
run with that. And I'm like, man, look at Canelo. You got 24 rounds in them last 2 fights to see him. And you tell me either one of those performances beat a Charlo? I swear I don't think so. And I ain't being a
your
fan
Well,
when I
my
say
man?
that.
thing is,
I'm
look
being
who
honest.
Triple G fought to get Canelo. Who did Triple G fight to get Canelo?
Nobody. And he
And he
didn't
done
even
fought
look
him
good
3
in that
times.
fight.
He done fought him 3 times. So you know it's all BS. You know what I'm saying?
And the whole thing was Billy Joe was whooping his
He fought
ass.
Yildirim. Yeah, what did Yildirim do to
Caleb,
get the Canelo fight? He was sorry. That's how he got the fight. He had no chance of
you know
winning.
what though? Them fuckers deserved each other. Triple G and Canelo deserved each other. And I'm happy he was the one that outed Canelo. Cause,
I ain't gonna lie to you, but I
one,
was
he
hoping
outed
Triple G
Canelo
knocked
with the
his ass out.
steroids.
I did. You know what I'm saying?
He
I hope
outed
they
him with the
knock each
roids.
other out. Say what?
Then he outed him. I said he outed him with the steroid.
Oh
The
yeah.
Canelo Triple G part 2. That's when he popped dirty. And then on the 3rd part, he showed that, hey man, you couldn't even knock me out, and I'm way over the hill. Triple G Pope been gone 3 years ago.
Because
He
Canelo
ain't
looked
did
like an
shit.
old man in the ring after he get tired. He
Man,
throw about 8 punches, man. He gassed. You know what I'm saying? If he can't beat your arms
yeah.
down and beat you up, bro, you know it's going to be a long fight.
Like
And you can
Caleb
see
Plant, if
Triple G
Caleb
coming
Plant
on.
had any pop,
I see around
he
about
he
the eighth
did.
or ninth round, Triple G looked like he had done went back in time a little bit there. He was bringing it. He was putting that jab on Canelo. You know what I'm saying? He started coming up with
Man,
the goddamn right hand and shit. I was like, God damn, look at Triple G. He trying
I
to
was like, I
get with
hope he knock this
Canelo.
motherfucker out, and I'm asleep.
I was hoping, but then that old man shit came in. That nigga went right back to holding. Both of them looked sorry as hell. I was like, this is
Man,
ridiculous. You know, I covered that
this is
fight. I
some
covered that
bullshit.
fight. hmm But y'all, we done been on for about 3 hours. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna shut it on down. I appreciate, my boy Just Do Boxing in the building. My boy
Yeah, I'm
Steve O
subscribed.
slid through. Everybody slid through for Full Counter Boxing. I like to thank Jay Smith, Pedro Torres, you know what I'm saying, DMG, you know what I'm saying, Caroline Reaper, what's going on? T_20, you know what I'm saying? Everybody for coming through, man. You know what I'm saying? We'll be back on here. You know what I'm saying? I just had a little break. You know what I'm saying? I've been working, you know what I'm saying, hard. But, we're going to jump back on some more of this boxing talk, you know what I'm saying? And we'll see you guys in the next one, you know what I'm saying? I said peace out to everybody. And please subscribe to Just Do Boxing, bro. As you can see, my man is very knowledgeable and he covers all the fights, man, very well. You know what I'm saying? I get a lot of my information from Just Do Boxing. You know what I'm saying? When I'm on the road, I be listening to him. And all the TWT team. G5, Southern T Boxing, Rick Williams. You know what I'm saying? They all part of the TWT team, and they all cover boxing very passionately and very well. So I listen to them every day. So what I'm saying, subscribe to those channels. If you're not, what I'm saying, you're missing out. You know what I mean? So see you guys in the next one, man. Full Counter Boxing. I'm out of here. All right. Y'all hear me?